Oh, boy, I'm sorry I didn't hear that conversation. Jesus. Talkers Convention, Jason Wolf, and Cooksey. Oh, my God. Wow.
Michael Harrison, by the way.
I don't know who that
Kurt,
is.
you don't know? He's the Talkers Magazine guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one guy left in the business now who can document talk show people, so everybody treats him well.
Oh, so everybody just jerks him off. It's like Jason Barrett when he tweets.
That's exactly right. Barrett's trying to be the new Harrison.
That's true. I can't really see. It's the same as before with the mic. I can't really see Shattuck.
Do you want me to? I can.
I just don't want you to
So
break
Mike claims that he does that on purpose. He doesn't want you to like see him face.
You can't see me though.
How about
I
this?
don't know. That's what he claims.
Beautiful.
So maybe,
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Tom.
By the way, I lost
Tom
some weight.
Shattuck is here, but
Thank you. Probably noticed that I lost some weight, Dave.
I did not notice anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't notice
Lost
that.
some weight.
I don't think I haven't been in the same room with you in a long time though. So I don't know. I mean, right?
The last time we were in the same room talking, you were interviewing for the Herald.
Right. You're gonna get paid tonight. What? Or you're gonna pay me for Herald Radio. Congratulations.
It's actually
exposure.
That is exactly the parallel. That was not lowballing Kirk Minahan.
Well, you offer me no money.
That's correct, because that's what I had, is no money. All we had was exposure.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I was on EI at the time.
I know, but I knew that they were dicking you around, so I figured that maybe you'd want to hang around with us, at least use us to get EEI interested at least, and, write columns and do our thing.
Yeah, I wanted to write columns for sure. Yeah, I was dying to write. Yeah. Jesus God, Tom. Just I mean, come on. You were throwing shit against the wall hoping it would stick.
Oh, I was. We talked to you. We talked to Ordway.
Tom Shattuck, by the way, is here, of course. He's a friend of ours from our friends over at Odyssey, correct? Good hello to them.
That's correct.
How about this, Dave? An Odyssey guy on the show.
Classy move for him to show up. A
Well,
lot of people wouldn't.
but you guys hate each other, right? Isn't that the feud?
Oh, we definitely do not hate each other.
That's correct. Although I did, I brought you something.
I see
Kirk. I
that.
know that you like trinkets and presents and things.
Yes,
So
yeah.
This is.
What is this for?
It's gonna go well.
What do you mean?
Well, thank you,
This
Tom.
is a housewarming gift for you.
Okay. For this place? We've been here
Well,
for...
yeah, no, because you asked Dave 3 months ago to get you a new studio.
Oh.
So I assume this is the new one.
Yeah, how's that going, Dave?
So this is just a little gift you guys
Thank
can
you, Tom.
keep.
Thank you.
It's orange, Halloween.
Thank you very much. It's
Thank
my
you, Tom.
birthday. Thank
Yeah,
you, Tom.
thank
I
you.
appreciate that. That's class right
Looks
there.
cheap as fuck.
well,
But
yeah, I mean,
that's not going well actually.
No?
No.
Is it not going
But
well?
I kind of feel like you like this place. No? I mean, I don't know. You haven't said anything like
I
negative
asked
about
you
it.
to find a new one.
No, I
Is
know,
that
but-
any sign that
well, it's
maybe I was
all-
wanting to get a new one?
Yeah, but everything is a dump, basically. Unfortunately.
Well,
right?
that's not true. Well, the place we looked at was not a dump.
Everything's a dump,
we
huh?
couldn't. Yes.
I didn't think.
Yes.
Fucking
but-
unbelievable.
But we couldn't do what we wanted there.
A loser.
What?
Oh, but Jerry's place, they had popcorn there and peanuts and M&Ms and maybe I should reach out to the Snides.
Dave has the key. Start
Oh, that's
using
true.
it again,
No,
Dave.
it
Oh,
wasn't
I'm
Snides.
dying to drive into Boston.
Who's the
yeah.
owner of that place again? It's the
forgot.
old Bruins goalie. You know.
Oh, yes.
Daskalaskis.
Yes.
Cleon
that's it.
Daskalaskis.
Yeah. Yes, I do remember that. I do recall that.
Yeah, I had no idea. This is not overly ostentatious, this studio.
Oh, sorry. Like, what do you
Well,
want,
I
fucking
don't
red
know.
carpet? Like,
Well, I mean, I could use an elevator,
Well, that's true. You could
It's-
have. You do the show from your house.
I do.
Yeah. I mean, is it just is that because? Oh, it's a commute, right? It takes forever.
I'd have to go to Hartford.
Yeah, that's where the
Farmington.
studio is, right in Hartford. Yeah. So, and where are you? Not address, but you're in Central Mass, Western Mass.
No, I'm way up in near West Newbury. I'm in West Newbury.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
all fucking
Fact.
So they hired you knowing that was you were never gonna commute.
That's
obviously.
correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. I'm being paid accordingly.
Oh, is it bad?
I get stock options.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. It went up at the end of the day on Friday. I think up to 40.
Very nice.
I think above 40. Oh no, maybe above. What's that, Dave?
It was at last time I checked. It was like 43.
That's not
I'll
bad.
check now. Yeah.
But we
bad.
these.
If you have $20, you can buy like 40 shares of that. More, like 42.
If I
43.
started an Intercom in 2004.
Yeah, way before me.
If I bought $1,000 worth of shares in 2004, what would I have? $400?
You would have $430, Tom. What's the stock, Dave?
Let's see. Hold on. It's on my watch. Sorry, my stock watch list.
Just
is
do a
not-
fucking Google search.
I have it on my Apple. It's on my watch list. It's just
Okay.
not loading.
What's a watch list?
Like you put it in your stock. There it is. 42. Yeah.
40. You have what'd you say? 1,000? You have $420. That's not bad. Yeah, your buddy David Field made me offer me a boatload of stock in my last contract. I said, I think I'll pass on that, Dave. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Is that true though? Did he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's been a loud joke now for over 15 years. Intercom stock? Yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I the only idiot who went in was Bradford, his first deal. He had like a shitload of stock. And at some point, it was okay, like around 2010, maybe 11. I forget. It was in like the 30s or 40s, I think. No?
I don't know if it reached the 30s.
No?
I don't.
No?
I don't think so.
No? So what, you're on...
I'm on WTIC, which is in
Yep.
Hartford.
Yep. No, I know that, but 10 a.m., 10 to 2?
No, 11 to 3.
11 to 3? Howie's on after that?
No.
No, obviously
Not
not.
yet.
Obviously, no,
Not
no,
yet.
So who's on after that?
Howie and Grace aren't on the station yet. I
That's
get a creeping feeling that.
Oh, really?
I
Howie would make a deal with them in 2 seconds.
Oh,
she's fucking unbelievable.
Kathy's so aggressive, and I love them both,
I don't
as you
think-
know.
I
By
don't
the
think-
way, great upstanding friends of mine. And,
Oh, yeah, you got in the middle of that, didn't you? Oh, you didn't have my back, right?
what? No,
He,
remember-
he defended Kathy Carr.
But did not defend us,
He
right?
definitely did not defend us.
no. But what was happening then? It was.
What was happening?
I was-
we
well,
called
first of all-
Howie. We called Howie as a fucking joke, and Kathy freaked out.
Oh yes,
She
she did go.
We were dicking
Well,
around with him for like 5 minutes. He was great. I, by the way, have never had a bad moment ever with
Yeah.
Howie. Ever.
Yeah.
Like
Same
never.
here.
Never had a bad moment. And I don't really know Kathy that well. I mean, people say things. I don't know. I mean,
Well, you did have a bad moment
What-
with the Howie Carr network. You did. You gave them the idea that you were going to produce
No,
your show.
No, I did not, Dave.
Hold on.
Dave,
No,
I did not.
I'm not saying you personally.
Right.
I'm saying they
I communicated
had the
with somebody
idea.
else there. That there was not Howie.
Correct.
It was not Kathy. It was the producer at the time, Stephen Earl Robinson.
Yes.
I spoke. And what did Steve say about Kathy after the show the other day, Dave? I mean, oh my God.
Let's just say it wasn't one of the best bosses he's ever had anymore. Yeah.
Of course we're kidding.
Well-
Well, we don't want Steve to get sued. But anyway, so then you were like, what did Shattuck say? It was
No,
like,
I did that straight
Howie's a man of
no.
principle, and like, it was like Kathy's like, you know, what the fuck was it?
You know what's funny is that my wife called me out about it.
Oh, she hates me. Yeah.
I know.
Why does she hate me?
No, my wife loves
Yeah,
you. No, it's
I
not
don't think
true.
that's
She
true,
thinks
Dave.
I'm a pussy and said, "Oh, you saying if Kirk was right there in the room, Kirk asked you, you would defend Kirk the way you did Howie?" And I said, "Well,
Well, Howie means more to you than I do because you grew up like I understand that. You're older than I am, right? How old are you now?
49, yeah,
Yes, you're a class of
91.
91.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, right.
So, but I was doing a straight up interview with Howie, just about stuff about him yelling at.
But then you brought it up though.
No, I didn't.
Did I, Dave? What happened? I wish we knew this.
No,
We should
I
have the sound.
took a bunch of shit for the interview because the interview I never brought up
Right.
him
Correct.
and Kathy,
After, yeah.
which
Right.
I would never have brought up,
Right.
Because I'd
Sure.
be afraid to bring it up, and it's not my.
He wasn't
not my-
like overly aggressive. He just was very complimentary of Howie and Kathy at the same time.
Yes,
Well, I mean, they've been good to you, right? Yeah.
they have been,
I
yeah.
got no problem.
And Kathy is, I'm telling you, if everybody had a Kathy working for them,
Oh, I agree with that. Believe me, we'd be in a fucking new studio right now. There's no question about that.
definite.
We would be out of this fucking contract with these people. She would have pictures of the fucking rat shit and the goddamn fucking bugs. Oh, we'd have a new studio.
new studio promotions up the
Oh,
yin yang, all sorts of.
I would be probably playing at Augusta 3 days a week with Fred Couples if Kathy was the producer. Dead
Yeah.
serious. I mean, like, dead serious.
Yeah.
Bad day for him today, but whatever.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What's new? What's the big? What's been going on?
Well, I just figured Shattuck's here. He's going to want to talk about this hypocrisy in Martha's Vineyard and all this stuff and all the videos going
Well,
around.
I don't know. I don't know which side he's on.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
looking
very
for-
confused by
I'm looking for a nuanced opinion on this whole thing. DeSantis over there, but Biden flew people into Westchester County, and Hillary had the Kardashians.
Do you think he's nervous about how he approaches those topics tonight, knowing he's going to completely say something?
Shattuck?
Yeah, like he's going to
I
say
know where he
something.
stands on it. I mean, it's
Yeah, but
his
he's not
opinion. I
that-
have no
he's
problem
not
with that.
that aggressive. He's not that
I will
aggressive.
say, like, can
He's
you
not Jerry Callahan.
No, he's not. Like I understand. So without saying that the other side does it, because the other side does it. Like we know that we've seen all the time. They are DeSantis. Everybody are using these people as pawns, as a political game.
Yeah.
like that's that's just the way it is. But I mean, some people. There's a sport to it that I find sort of, I don't want to say distasteful because I'm bothered, but there's something, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it is in poor taste. Absolutely, they're using people as political pawns, but the frigging payoff is so beautiful. That's why I think it's such a good win. I mean, obviously, it's going to make people on the left who already hate DeSantis.
But who wins? Like whoever voted for Biden,
I
still
think
gonna vote for
it's
Biden.
good
Whoever
for-
votes for DeSantis, whoever
I think
votes for Trump is still. Like,
I don't. If some people are split along class lines, remember Democrats used to be lunch pail Democrats.
They're gone though. You're saying so. You're saying like what you're saying is maybe like the people in Wisconsin who voted for Trump in 2016, like
Sure.
like those like that area that didn't vote for him.
Right, who voted for Obama in 2008.
Yeah, and then voted
and was scared away by Romney, and then went over to Trump.
Then voted for Biden in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Because we know where those votes are. They're in a river. What river is that? With all the Trump votes, do we know?
The river with all
Yeah, the river
Trump
with all the
votes?
Jerry.
Is there a river?
There's a river. They dumped all the Trump votes in that Jerry talks about.
Really?
Yeah, because the election was stolen.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I don't know. You don't believe the election was stolen, do you?
No. Jeez. Well, first of all, I don't know. I now have no trust in any institution.
Why would you have ever before?
I didn't. It just diminished so greatly seeing how all of these intel agencies, the bureaucracy treated Trump. People in media who I once trusted,
Like
Jake Tapper used to be fucking awesome.
You lost your trust in Jake Tapper. You hear this?
I did. It's
Sad.
absolutely true. Jake
Isn't that
Tapper,
sad?
Kirk, he was awesome.
You trusted Jake Tapper.
I trusted Jake Tapper because I saw him working at the White House press room
Right.
when he was going after Obama for things like Benghazi.
Well, Trump had people snap. People broke. Trump broke people.
Well, that's fucking fine. But Jake Tapper is supposed to be working in the midst of the pitch battle. He should not be broken so easy.
What the hell are you so upset
And now
about?
I'm upset because
Take it
you have guys like Tapper who say,
Take it easy. He's not going to change. I don't think he's
well,
going to see this. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he'll see
well,
this never
guys
come to
like
government.
Tapper say, you know what? I'm not having liars on in the Trump administration. I'm like, you work in fucking Washington D.C. with a bunch of politicians and lawyers, and you're going to screen out liars.
So what is going on with these people, these dreamers, as I call them, in Martha's Vineyard right now? What is the?
And they just get shipped to Cape Cod and
Yeah, they're in a Coast Guard base
Yeah.
now in Cape
Oh,
Cod.
they are.
Mm-hmm.
So then what happens? Like
So they're going to have.
they're going to wind up in Boston and Worcester. And
So they're going to have
Springfield,
court
right, eventually?
dates all around the country. These federal immigration court dates to see if they're allowed to have asylum, and so half of them will blow the court date off and live.
And nothing will happen, right?
Yeah, I mean that's just what it is. But it was beautiful seeing the women run alongside the buses. Bye bye Mario, bye bye, saying Te amo. Oh my God, these people.
Is this your show tomorrow? Or is this still the lead?
We did it. We did it yesterday because we're doing this. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow.
I'm saying a radio show.
Oh, yes.
Not the. Well, yes, you have a. I'm sorry. You also have a burn barrel. I'm sorry. You have a burn barrel podcast, right? Where you.
Yep.
Your wife is your co-host, and you have sex with animals and stuff like
That's
that.
correct. All those animals, but it's funny, Kirk.
Have you had sex with an animal before?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
It's funny that you wished death upon all of my animals.
I don't think that's true.
All of
I
the
knew that, Dave. Did I?
Yes,
did
you
do
said
that.
some of the
But
kids-
that's misquoted, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a misquote. I know you weren't serious when you said
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, it's a comedy podcast. Yeah.
you said some of the kids and all of the animals.
Some of your kids?
Yes.
No, Dave, I didn't.
which is
How many do you have?
4.
He just took all.
Jesus Christ.
He just took the whole family to the Red Sox game this afternoon.
Fucking Entercom, Red Sox.
Six people today. Was that what it was?
Paid yourself, or did you get?
No, we got 4 tickets from Odyssey, and then bought 2 more.
Unfucking believable.
But it's not like the Intercom suite. I mean, there is the Intercom suite, but
I
I
saw
wasn't
your
invited.
picture. I say tweet. It looked like decent seats.
Yeah, I
Oh, you
slinked
moved
into
up.
those.
Okay. Place was empty today.
It wasn't
No,
actually.
you were the Patriots game. No,
I was
okay.
surprised. At least the.
Beautiful day.
was
You're bored. Why not go
probably
see a game? if you
28,000.
can?
Did we win today or what?
I think they were crushing the Royals last time I saw it.
Okay. How much did the 2 tickets cost?
$230.
Total 230.
The tickets were
fucking baseball
$85 each. I went through an agency though the same day, and it was like $15 off, and then there was a $30 handling fee, and somehow it came to $230. I haven't done this since like 2003. Like
Right,
when I was,
right.
I'm having to do all this new shit now.
Why would you want 4 kids? Like when did you?
Oh,
You
you're
had
done,
2.
right? You're
you
done.
had 2, and
I'm
you were like,
done.
let me get 2 more. Where?
Well, your youngest is how old?
My youngest is 4. He was a motherfucker today.
You're
at-
49.
yeah.
So when you're going to be like 67 when you
I'm
graduate
going to be
high
out of the
school?
picture very
Yeah,
soon,
be-
Kirk. I
that's
think
true.
we
That's a
can.
good point. That's a good point.
Everybody's at peace with it. My wife essentially has a plan. The moment
Second husband, yeah, it'll be like a doctor. Like it'll be
The
like, oh,
second
remember
hus-
dad? Like
right.
your that's true. That's
he's
a good point.
he's going to be a good-natured guy who's not
Right.
fat and
Right,
not
right,
doesn't have
right.
all sorts of problems.
Right.
It's funny. My wife was. She said that she was having a thought that made her nervous that I would die somewhere upstairs in the house and she wouldn't be able to get my body downstairs.
Sure.
Because she didn't want the EMTs to see the second floor being so dirty.
Oh, it's dirty?
Yes, it is.
Why is that?
It's a total. We don't have enough hours in the
Oh, you
day.
have 4 kids, yeah.
It's it's just a fucking.
You have animals that running around the house?
I have one animal now, just the dog. All the others are dead.
but they're all dead?
The chickens are all
Oh,
dead.
good. But there were no chickens like in the house, were there?
No, we did have rats at one point.
Oh, Jesus.
This is what happens when you don't get a
Well,
friend.
you bought like a fixer-upper, right?
Well,
Oh, you
no, I
did?
bought a beautiful old farmhouse from 1726, and
Jesus Christ.
yeah, and it is beautiful, and
It's a money pit, though, isn't it?
Fuck yes, I had to
You
de-let it.
didn't know that?
No, I had to listen to this. We moved in, and we went to like the town yard sale day, and I bought this crate, this steamer, what's it called thing? Chest, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, really pretty for 100 years old for $10, whatever.
Yep.
Put it in. We used it as our coffee table.
Okay.
So then, like a month later, my kid goes to the pediatrician and tests super hot for lead.
Okay.
We find out. Then my wife gets these strips. We find out that the coffee table is lead paint. They've been eating directly off it, of course.
That's good.
So they tell the government, and because they have to, if it's super hot. The lead.
So they come over your house?
So they tell the government. So we throw out the coffee table.
Yeah.
Obviously, I break it and throw it out. Whatever.
Sure.
But the government then comes over to the house and they use these sensors and say this can go through 9 coats of paint. So we're going to see. The house is from 1726.
Jesus.
So they found lead everywhere, and they said they ordered us to de-lead the house.
So how much was that?
It's over $100,000.
Oh.
My wife won't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't
but
blame you.
because we bought a $10 fucking trunk.
Good investment.
You have to de-lead the house.
Smart investment.
Yeah, Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, it is a money pit. I don't know how much I'm in debt. I know that I'll die there in probably the next few years. And
But do you like living there?
It's a nice town. I mean, there's nothing there.
No.
Like for you've always been around Winchester or down here.
Yeah.
West Newbury must seem like a different.
Well, I mean,
Solar system.
There's
nothing.
That's where John Cena's from, right?
Yes.
West Newbury?
I didn't realize that.
There's a lot of history there.
There's a tremendous amount of history there.
Well, it was the comb capital of the world at one point.
Does his dad still live there? Isn't his dad still like in the wrestling scene? Like
His dad is.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't know, Dave.
I just didn't know. Like following on Twitter, you don't see
His dad-
He comes off like one of those like desperate old school indie wrestling guys, even though his son is a multi-millionaire.
Oh,
His dad is a really loud like character. He sells merch kind of thing.
Oh, you see him in town?
Yeah, he's pathetic.
I don't know him, but I've seen his.
Pathetic, you said?
Yeah, it's pathetic. I mean, his son is worth probably $200 million or
He's
something.
proud
Like
of his son, you know.
Well, their house is not. It's a split level ranch near the water. It's near the river, Merrimack River. It's fine. But he bought his mother a castle.
Really?
Which is
Oh,
beautiful.
they're divorced? They've seen this?
I think so. Yeah. But his brother's awesome. His brother's a cop.
Really?
He's a really good guy.
Okay. What's that, Dave?
Oh, I know the other topic that he's going to talk about tomorrow. He's going to make a big deal about Don Lemon being moved to mornings
Well,
on
I mean-
CNN.
Well, there is
He's
something.
gotta do that.
There is something EEI-ish to it. You're just rearranging like deck chairs. Like, what you think people who didn't watch him at night are something to say? Oh, wow, who's this?
Yeah, but you know what?
interesting guy
But he
in
was
the
one,
morning?"
he was
that
one
is?
guy at night.
You know what that is, Kirk?
You think it's going to work him in the mornings?
First of all, absolutely not. I'm just saying. I think Don
He
Lemon.
stinks. He has no-
I say Don Lemon taking up less amount of airtime is good
Isn't
for
the thing he does
programming.
best? Does he get drunk on New Year's Eve every year?
yeah, I think
Okay,
he
then do
maybe
that.
sobered up.
With what's her face? The one that's a picture of Trump's head.
What? Oh yeah, what is that?
Kathy
one?
Griffin, is that her name?
Yeah, she's on there with Anderson Cooper. So she got kicked off.
That was
though.
years ago.
Yeah,
They kicked her up. My point is, it's like it's an EI move. Like, oh, let's put Christian Fourier on this show, or put Greg Hill here. Or,
But I think it's more of when I used to know Intercom Boston move in that essentially they really fired him. He was supposed to leave. You know,
he's doing he must be paying a good salary to do the morning show.
I don't know, but I think that that he tried to give him the message to say, listen, we don't need you thinking alone anymore at night in a high profile spot. So we're going to need you to hang around in a coffee clutch in the morning. I think they assumed that he'd have some fucking pride.
And say no.
And say, no, cut me a check. I'm out of here.
Right.
And I've known guys in radio who really were fired but didn't go away.
Oh, sure.
So they just, and it's pathetic. And
Why is that considered a bad move in cable television though? Like cable news or whatever.
Well, what do you think he's getting? I mean, I imagine he's
no,
not,
I'm sure he's not financially.
He's not getting a salary cut.
No, but like Joe and
right?
Mika are like hot shit allegedly in cable
but they
news.
started
Scarborough's also pretty good. He's a talented guy.
He's a good host. Like they started there, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but who's he doing the show with? I don't even know.
He's doing it with like Brooke Baldwin and two other
I mean,
Poppy Harlow
it's all
and
these
some
fucking people. Nobody ever watches. Nobody watches CNN. Nobody watches it.
Well, I mean, the new management is clean. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Ever
there.
since I lost respect for Jake Tapper, I stopped watching CNN. I don't fucking respect the guy.
You should have. Jonathan Carl used to be good too.
I
back
know.
In the Obama days.
I know Benghazi, and now he's sitting there. He won't talk to Trump people. The fuck?
But Tapper won't talk to. It's ridiculous to say he's not going to talk to liars. For God's sakes, this is politics.
Yes,
You should be up. CNN was a good channel at one time. When Peter Arnett was fucking crouching down in the
Larry
bank.
King was on?
Yes. Ross
Wolf
Perot.
Blitzer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve and Edie were on.
Oh,
yes.
I love Larry King used to, Larry King was really famous first for radio.
Yeah.
And he did overnight shows and like truckers. That's where Larry King's people were. And I used to do a Sunday night syndicated radio show that once in a while, if I was still up, I would listen to.
Mutual Broadcasting.
Yeah, and they have celebrities on. That's where I really first was like, oh, okay. I would sometimes get to listen to it at night on the old on the actual radio. I don't know if it was AM somewhere, maybe 680
or 850.
Maybe even the show after Eddie's show.
Oh yeah, it might have been
after.
old HGH.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, remember he talked about Mappo?
Yes,
Mermelstein?
yes, that's right.
So he actually made a pass at Michael Harrison's wife when she was producing him.
Allegedly, yeah.
Oh, you know this story?
The great Michael Harrison.
Well, Michael, be careful with Michael Harrison. You got to respect him. It all goes through Michael Harrison.
They also said she was a producer for, I guess, WABC or 1010 Wins in New York, one of the huge ones. And Larry thought himself as a ladies' man.
Married like 8 times.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And he made the moves on her. Larry did a stretch too for check kiting.
Really? Oh, I know that. Yeah, Stern used to have his mugshot. What else is going on, David?
Did you see David Ortiz speaking with Linda Henry?
I saw. I didn't get to listen to it.
You didn't watch any of it, did you?
I didn't.
Well, a lot of the bullshit in the beginning was about.
Did she dig into the shooting? And
She got
into
the hard-hitting question. That's all
She
I
asked
care
him why
about.
he was selling laundry pods.
She didn't go there.
Coffee cups at his house.
I wish
no?
she went there. I do.
It was this collective trauma for all of us when you got shot. I remember it was a Sunday night. I was with some mutual friends. We got the news. We were triangulating. We were calling.
Who says triangulate? Who says that?
Collective trauma.
Collective. Who talks like that?
No, that's like stakeholders.
Yeah.
It's a gross word of the day.
And she is worn out from that fucking.
Oh yeah,
From the old man.
I disagree with you
every
on
day.
this. By the way, I captured a great
You disagree
Minahan rant on Linda Pizzuti that got dumped on the air.
The
But
one I got suspended for?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It was much more colorful than the sports
Really?
girl. Oh yeah.
More than Aaron. You talking about when I called her a pandering vomit?
No, it was worse than Aaron.
Where you have it still?
I probably somewhere.
Where'd you hear that?
I heard it on EEI. You said it on EEI, but they dumped it.
Oh.
But I had tune in on or whatever, and I was sitting in.
I'd be curious to hear that. I think she's seems like a nice person.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Do you know Jacqueline Cashman?
I know-
used to
I
be
know
at the
she is.
esteemed Herald
Yeah.
Radio, which I know
Yes.
you respect. And
Sure.
you
Oh,
always made sure to mention it, that we had a lot of listeners. And
Meter. What was the lineup at its peak? Meter.
Pete, Meter, Jen.
Jen Royal.
Jen Royal.
Right. Mm-hmm.
By the way, her fucking war stories are awesome. Have you ever talked to her?
Who's on after them? I don't want to have a conversation with Jen Royal. Jesus Christ.
Michael Graham was there. Jeff Katz was there. Let's see. Was that might have been it to start? We had 12 or 14 hours. To begin with. Oh, and then Hillary Chabot.
Oh, I like her. She's
Jacqueline
nice.
Cashman.
Yeah.
Adriana Cohen.
Oh yeah, she's around, right or no? Did she get?
She does. She writes syndicated columns.
Okay. She's making no money. All right. So who?
Yeah, but she has money. She doesn't need.
Oh, is that right? So what are you saying about Jacqueline Cash? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, Cashman's good friends with Pizzuti, Linda.
So what?
No, just saying that she says she's like pretty cool and pretty down.
Sure, she's a wonderful. Yeah,
She's a North Shore girl.
By the way,
fucking conspired to get me out of my job. Like, what was it like this person? Like,
but I don't understand. Why do you think that she's not attracted to?
I do think. Have I ever said she's not? Well, just say.
Wait.
Yeah.
You think she's attracted to her husband physically and via looks and all those things?
I think because he walks into a room, he's King Dailing. She's attracted to him. Yes, absolutely.
Fucking idiot.
There's
So you
an
think Anna
aura.
Nicole Smith was attracted to that guy? Oh, but why not? He had all the money. He walked like you think that what's her name? What was her name? Ricky Kraft's.
Oh, I know the actress there.
Yeah,
what
the
is
one
her
he
last
did the
name?
audition with. You think she was attracted to Robert Kraft? Like she saw him and she got like moist.
Freaking rappers want to hang out with him. Tyson hangs out with him.
Fuck him. Like it's a little different.
I think they do. Yes, they
Bob
do.
Kraft has a moderate personality, and he's out there and he's
I
talking.
love
John
Kraft.
Henry's got nothing. Like
If
he
John,
is,
so what I always say, then you don't disagree with. If John Henry were a greeter at Walmart and she walked in, she wouldn't be attracted to him.
It's
I
possible.
mean, what the fuck are we doing?
It's possible here.
Dave,
Hold on.
what the
with you?
Dave, what the
What-
fuck
what
are we
is-
doing here?
I have no idea.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
The guy's got
Honestly,
swerved.
it is
The
probably-
guy-
You're telling me that Linda Pizzuti is physically attracted to John Henry?
it's insanity.
I think there is something about him that manifests itself in her being attracted to
He's
him.
a billionaire.
Well, maybe that's not where it starts. And some people it's looks, some people it's sense of humor.
This is a sensitive guy who is married to a younger woman. Yep. Who is clearly not attracted. She saw him and she it was all money. It was all lead. It was rats. she needed that in her life. How much younger is your wife?
No, she's 14 years younger.
14 years younger.
But I can't justify that. I have no good reason why when she's in love with me. I don't.
She's insane, obviously.
It's got to be. I would hope.
She clearly had something childhood, as you understand, childhood traumas we both know very well. Maybe she experienced something like that.
I have no idea. I have no idea. But there's a lot of women.
You took advantage.
There's a lot of 14-year-olds with childhood trauma.
You say 14? Wait a minute. Oh, you got that, Dave? You got that? This is unbelievable.
There's a lot of.
Wait a minute. What?
There's a lot of girls.
There's a lot of 14-year-olds with trauma.
You say I give off nervous energy. Shattuck is on.
Shattuck feels like he's being he feels like being questioned by the FBI. You can't. You're gonna die in the hill of
4 hours of radio.
There's a lot of people with a lot of trauma, and not all of them are attracted to Tom Shattuck. So I don't know what exactly it is.
I am, and I have it. But what I would say is, like, I'm not even sure we actually oddly disagree. Like, I don't think you think that she's attracted to him physically. She's attracted to the power that he had. And by the way, she's done very well for herself. She's a bright person. And my interaction with her, she's always been very, very, very nice to me. Always. So I kid around about this, and I actually think she's sort of in on this joke in a way.
But Kirk, there are
in on the joke with you?
Kind of. No, about like the idea that she's attracted. Like, I think she would understand that that's a joke.
Nervous energy, dickhead.
Yeah.
There are a lot of alphas.
Was he like this on Jerry's show?
No, he was the alpha on Jerry's show.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of alpha dudes who just have a personality, who aren't that good looking.
Like Harvey Weinstein? Yeah. Like Kevin Spacey?
You know, there are people who just have impressions.
Make your point in the sentence. What are you saying? Linda Pizzuti, what?
Plain beauty standards are not. That's not it when it comes to women being attracted to you.
So
there
we're
are
shallow.
many other
I'm
things.
being shallow. You're saying there may be an attraction.
I mean, she comes from money too, right? She comes from real estate money.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I think
She does. Yeah, come from.
So it's just kind of maybe she grew up. Her family's rich and powerful on their end, and this is a way that she can kind of.
Okay, why don't you try answering the question?
Go on.
Because Tom answered it. In fairness, if he were the assistant manager at the Halfway Cafe, and Linda went there with her friends, and she saw him, and he had the same sense of humor, the same jokes. How quickly do you think they'd be married and having children?
Gut says it wouldn't happen.
You don't get that sense, no?
Now, they could have had a fun night together, one night only. Who knows?
Sure.
Well, that crew.
How about
though,
her and Snell if John Henry departs?
Well,
Would that
Snell it's a lock every time for Snell.
But
every single time?
That crew of Pizzuti and Cashman, who I talked about, they only run run with alphas, so they would never be hanging out with.
Who is this Cashman person?
Jacqueline Cashman is Cashman Construction, his daughter.
Who is she?
She was a host. You used to talk about her sometimes because she wrote columns.
For what? The Herald?
Did you say Cashman Construction?
Yeah.
The fuck is Cashman Construction?
You don't know that?
No.
It's Cashman. She's an alpha. It's Cashman Construction.
Anyway,
Shattuck is. Did you do cocaine at the baseball game today? Did you have some sugar at the game today?
I did not. I'm on a Awaken 180. You know this, Kirk. This is why I'm dropping all the pounds. That you
is that what
mentioned.
you're doing?
That's correct.
Oh, good. That's good.
My friend Dale Arnold did it.
Yeah,
my friend Andy Gresh. I do mention him in my reads, as a matter of fact. I always think about how happy.
Well, you know who did it and is actually kept his weight off is Rob Bradford. Like legitimate.
Oh, is that? I thought he just started jogging.
No. He runs, but he did it, and he has kept his weight off like crazy. If you see him now, he's like, to his credit, so that's great.
It's I don't want to. We don't have to plug him, but it's.
We certainly don't.
It's funny because they feed the shit out of you, which is.
You're plugging it right now.
I know. I don't mean to, but it is interesting. It's a real thing that I'm doing, and my wife is doing. She looks awesome. But anyway, okay.
She needed to do that. Your wife?
No. But she had a couple pounds on her.
Oh God!
Unbelievable.
This is according to her.
Fucking believable.
Shattuck tried to send me audio today. Apparently, he called his wife a bitch on the show yesterday,
That's
and
my
he got
trademark.
all
I trademarked that.
It's right. It's right.
Help me. Why? What? You called your wife a bitch?
I did, but I was kind of kidding around. You know what it was? You would have done the same thing. Well, I don't know the rapport you have with your loved ones, but
go ahead.
So we're starting the show.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing a sound check. You know, I'm checking levels. Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Sure.
And I'm then firing up Adobe Audition, which Dave uses for all your drops and cuts here. Which you'll produce to do that.
All day, yep.
And she said, "Well, are you going to start? Are you going to start?"
The Burn Barrel podcast.
Am I going to start like Adobe Audition and start?
Does she play any role in your radio show? Like
I have her on sometimes.
But she doesn't. She's not.
No.
Okay, yeah. Right.
And I was like, she's like, I may not be much. Okay, I may. I didn't get paid $2.8 million a year like you did, and
I don't think I ever made. Well, I don't think I ever made that, but yeah.
And I'm not exactly going to live on in the annals of history of broadcasting, but for fuck's sake, I know how to press the buttons to make sound go for a broadcast.
Colleen's eyes just went when he said the annals. You don't agree with him on that?
I don't agree with them.
You think he's going to be in the annals of broadcast history?
I'm kidding. Tom Shattuck is a very adequate radio producer.
Thank you, Dave.
Yes.
Producer?
Yes.
Not a host?
No, definitely not a host.
Good,
He
good,
is, yeah.
continue,
It's
yes.
funny because I've seen Dave as the producer of the Boston.com morning show.
Sure. Oh, that
Where
was
he was a snake pretending to like it there.
that was a huge hit.
I was pretending to like
which was, by the way,
everything
the
I
Boston-
did until a year and a half ago.
Boston.com radio show. I remember Phil
What?
Zachary telling Jerry and I, and we said, this is a really, really bad idea.
Which was an answer to what? The Boston Herald radio morning show.
sure. Wow.
Because we were
Boy,
running through all the
wow.
state
It
halls.
really was not, actually.
Yes, it was.
It was to suck off John Henry and
Pretty
Linda
much.
Pizzuti.
but-
It was
no.
all it was.
I remember Phil Zachary coming, and I remember that he came in one week. We did a 15-8 for that weekly, and he was like, look, he's like, you guys got to talk a little more politics because Herald Radio is on your ass right now.
No, not you guys, but Boston.com radio.
Sure, okay.
So anyway, I saw him as a snake at Boston.com radio. I saw him as a snake with
Because
Jerry.
of that? You think when is
No,
calling him
I'm
a
just
snake?
saying I've seen him pretending to like it somewhere.
Oh, you think he's pretending here?
Yes,
Oh,
and now I've
as-
seen it here, and
right.
it's funny. He's got the same look every time. He's always a little bit positive.
Yep.
But it's the same. It's always the same fucking dead eyes.
Well, what's his end game though? What's his nirvana? Do you think?
Spitting
You
chickens.
heard it the other day.
The hockey podcast.
Of course.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
My
Definitely.
God,
I think
with
that's
fucking Ryan Whitney talking about, got
He's so-
hammered at Georgia State University with my brother Nichols or whatever it was.
He's so happy when they're on him.
And Dave, and Whitney's saying, yeah, I had 25 drinks, I got a fucking cramp, Kirk. And Dave goes,
Oh, you don't
Dave
like
goes,
Whitney?
Dave goes, were you drinking your own stuff, Whit? Were you?
That was
It's
sad.
like, holy fuck, Dave.
That was sad. That was a good point. That was sad.
Well, you faked it then, too. You were actually interested in that, I think. You're like, oh, do you?
Did I seem interested when he was drinking?
I think you said, do you? Or
I
something
don't even know
like
what
that.
it is. I mean, I know
Yeah.
Pink Whitney. Go
Yeah.
buy it. We love Whitney. Shattuck doesn't, but you would like him. He's a great guy.
I think he's awesome.
Great
I think
guy.
he is. I mean, when you guys are together, it's freaking awesome.
I think,
I don't.
I think he's right of you, by the way.
Oh, is he really?
I think so. Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
If he is, he doesn't.
Well, they don't.
Well, we edited a lot of stuff every time he's on the podcast.
Well, not last
He's
time.
got a brand to protect.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he fucking torpedoed like 6 of my ad reads two shows ago. He's so dumb. But yeah.
Isn't it interesting that all of the guys like that we grew up with on Saturday Night Live, like Sandler and Rob Schneider and Spade, etc., are all now conservatives? But they never really changed.
Yeah, I don't know if but they were never liberal. Like there was no Sandler. Like they're older and they're rich.
But
Like Schneider is clearly the most.
yeah,
outspoken
he's
and the
doing stuff in the
furthest.
Blaze now.
Like I don't see much from Sandler.
Everybody says that he's a
Oh, I'm sure he
big
is.
conservative.
Yeah.
They say Seinfeld is too. Oh, he's
Really?
not one of the. Yeah.
Sand-
Really?
Sandler just announced a tour, I believe. I think he's.
I just saw that.
Did you see that?
I saw
Yeah.
a picture with his guitar, and I was like,
Was that what he does? The hybrid between stand up and music?
it's kind of like one of my shows.
Oh, I love that idea. Though. Great.
Was
Sure.
works. What are the chances that those tickets are for sale 2 weeks from now for Portland, for Maine?
2 weeks from today,
Yes.
tickets go on sale when? Thursday?
Thursday the 29th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There'll be. I don't know. I hope it sells out fast. I don't know.
No, I know
No,
that you
he's
intend
trying
for
to
it.
throw me
but
under
this
the bus.
is the Dave thing.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna fuck the tickets up.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. There's no question.
We've already.
But you know what the problem is because of my mountain of talent. You don't have to worry about this, nor does Dave. Like when you're this talented, everyone's like, "Oh, we'll just make great content out of it." Oh, it's great because he can make it. But sometimes you're like, "Can we fucking get the thing done? Like instead of making content out of it, can we actually something get fucking done?"
Do not give him the time of
Yep.
day. You don't have to reason with that.
You know that's
you
gonna
don't
get
have to
fucked.
reason.
Are you,
Absolutely.
are you
Tickets-
guaranteeing?
Absolutely.
The tickets will be on sale Thursday the 29th at
9
9 a.m. Like
Guaranteed.
you asked. Guaranteed lock.
100%.
100%.
Instead of saying
lock.
lock, Dave, why don't you just give
Shut
him the
up.
finger?
Shut
Just give him the finger, because whenever you say lock, you know it's fucking done.
Every
it's
lock
forgotten.
is an open-ended question. It's always there's no.
Well, that's not open ended. You
limit.
said you
That
said
is-
9 a.m. That's a time
different.
limit.
That's different. That is a lock, 100% confirmed. Everything in the book that is happening.
But if something gets fucked up, it's not going to be your fault, right?
oh, it's definitely gonna be on somebody else.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah,
That's a
the
lock,
state
too.
theaters.
We're gonna be
yeah,
sitting
they
there
have a
live at
program that they're-
9:06, and poor Mike will be all uncomfortable. I'll be screaming at Dave, and they'll be refreshing it, and the site will crash.
It'll be
and
great
there'll
content, though. It'll be
It'll
great
be great. We'll do a
content.
whole week on it. It'll be awesome. Can you imagine if somebody who worked for you cost you $30,000 in the show? Can you imagine
Yeah.
that?
It'd be great content.
How come nobody
Got
was
a great
fired
week
over
of
that?
content?
Well, somebody was basically pushed out of the job in my own Kirk Minahan Machiavelli way, just sort of fucking with him.
Well, Dave pushed that on to Justin, right?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I kept saying that was a team thing. Over
Well,
and
what was
over
my
and
role
over.
on it?
No, we took you out of it.
Team
We took
thing.
you out of that.
Oh, he's so noble, magnanimous.
So is
What a
Harrison
guy.
doing work now?
Yeah. He's
Like
doing
that
a
stuff
ton.
he was doing this weekend, some of that was him?
Yeah, a bunch of the videos. Yep.
Oh, good, because it was with the Whitney one.
The Whitney one was him?
That was a good video.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, yeah.
Read
It
another
looked very
video
dark.
that did well. The chicken fry one.
That was
saw
me.
Yeah.
That was a day when,
I know, you sent that to me. You were all excited.
Well,
What am I supposed to say to
It's
that?
just weird that a video like that was garnering millions of views probably on TikTok, where an employee looks kind of shitty. Nobody at the company was talking about it whatsoever.
Because I'm telling you, one second. We'll talk about HelloFresh for a second. We haven't had HelloFresh I don't think in a good while, have we?
I don't believe so.
Maybe a fortnight. HelloFresh has meals covered with a weekly selection of 30 plus recipes and 70 plus convenience items, all delivered to your door, now more than ever. We're all looking for ways to save some money. HelloFresh is not a Shark Tank company, right?
I don't think I've ever seen them on Shark Tank. No, I don't think so.
I don't think they were Shark Tank.
No. I did find a Shark Tank fan podcast the other day, by the way.
I've listened to it. I've tried it.
Okay.
I've tried every
it wasn't
single one.
good.
They all stink.
Yeah, it wasn't.
There's not a good Shark Tank podcast. They all stink. There's a ironically, there is a niche, there's a market for that.
Yep.
I go on there and pitch it.
You know who else's podcast stinks? Is Barbara's. Barbara's podcast stinks.
Okay, there's no reason. We're trying to get her on. Okay. What
I'm
are
going to
you
keep
doing?
trying, but I'm just going to be honest with her.
That's fine. The freshest fall flavors. Every HelloFresh recipe includes ripe, just picked produce that travels from the farm to your door in less than a week. They work with your schedule. Plans are flexible. You can change your meal preferences at any time, which is a few taps on the HelloFresh app. I use it. You should be using it as well. Go to HelloFresh.com/Minahan65. Code Minahan65 for 65% off plus free shipping. I like that. HelloFresh.com/Minahan65, Minahan65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Our old friends at HelloFresh have been with us for, I think, all 3 years now.
By the way, randomly before that, did you see Shaughnessy tweeted about the migrants who said DeSantis should be disqualified from running for office?
How would that exactly work? Call Dan up. I'd be curious. Hello, get Shaughnessy on.
I talked to Shaughnessy with Jerry last year.
Shaughnessy's whole purpose with Jerry is because he's terrified of me. It just happened. Remember that thing a few months ago, Dave?
Yeah, what did happen that one?
Remember I tried to get him in on that sale vaccination thing?
Yes.
So
that's right.
close. I pretended I was a member of the Red Sox organization, and I was because he was tweeting about how. All right, you're not answering. He was tweeting about how Sale's not vaccinated, how it's hurting the team. It was Sale, right? Was it not? It was a closer. The closer wasn't.
Yes.
Wasn't there. So I pretended I found a Red Sox employee, like a lower, sort of mid-level one who would know enough. Texted Shaughnessy because he doesn't have my new number. So I texted him. I was like, I'm this person. I think you're really brave doing this. And like he bought it. We had Justin went and got like a laminated press pass, got the guy's picture. And we were Shaughnessy interviewed me as him for like 10 minutes and didn't even know it was me. We were this close to doing Cohen all over again, but it didn't work out.
Yeah,
Shaughnessy's smarter ultimately.
Yeah.
Who was the guy you blew up at the Herald doing that?
Borges.
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 I didn't.
Nick from Boston.
Nick from
Right.
Boston did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I remember listening to the show that
was a great
morning,
show.
and I called the sports editor and said, "You got a fucking problem."
Jesus.
Yeah, they were mad
They were
about.
still up till like 9 o'clock that morning. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jerry was pissed too because he liked Borges.
Yeah, I liked him too. He was an interesting guy.
So did I. I don't have a problem with Ron. DeSantis? Well, yeah, he should be disqualified.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's disqualify him. You're DQ'd from running for president. Fucking governor of Florida.
For
that what he
moving
said?
people to Martha's Vineyard, doesn't it? I mean, it's just it's.
There was like some news reporter was saying the migrants were happy that they
Yeah.
they did him a favor.
And she
to
was like
bring him
NBC
there.
or something too.
Yeah.
They loved it. There was a New York Times thing over the weekend. Had one of the guys saying that he'd never seen a place so beautiful.
I'm sure they love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a wonderful existence.
And
I'm sure
Martha's
they're-
Vineyard, it's pretty damn nice.
Well,
It's
they're
better
not
than-
living in like Obama's house.
They're living in a Coast Guard facility right now with cinder block walls. It's much shittier now than where they were.
I guess, yeah. You think that, okay.
People
why
were
are we
fawning all
why are
over
we
the-
doing this? What are you doing, Dave?
Yeah, no, sorry. I just thought Shaughnessy's take on it was important. Sorry.
Well, DeSantis is going to be the nominee in 2024. That's a Kirk Minahan
God, I hope
guarantee.
you're right, Kirk.
Lock. I'm telling you, your people, your dummies out there are going to get tired of this guy. I'm entertained by him. I'm looking forward to another Trump debate run. But I think people are going to be like, I actually want somebody who's going to get elected.
I don't think so, man. I wish you were right.
I'm always right about this stuff. Just trust me on this.
What's going to make Trump not run?
No, he's going to run.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Oh,
The process of the people are going to get Trump fatigue.
Okay.
That is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to take a little bit, but here's the one caveat.
Trump is like irrelevant right now. He really, I mean,
just the place, the show in Pennsylvania was
I know,
completely
but
sold out, and there was a place next to it that was sold out. People just watching him.
It doesn't feel like it has that
because
social
he's
buzz.
he platformed everywhere.
Yeah.
Trump has, I think you mentioned it, Dave. Trump has retail outlets all over the country.
Yeah.
And these are independent shops too. These are passion projects.
I
There's
guess
no
if he
such
kicks it
thing
up,
with any other politician right
Here's
now.
my one caveat. DeSantis, you never know until you know. Okay, write that down, Dave. Is he going to be a big pussy like Jeb Bush when he's going face to face? If Trump swallows him whole, then I retract immediately. I'm out. No chance. If he has a little backbone, it's a tough spot because you can't piss off the Trump people, but at the same time you have to show balls because if you don't on that debate stage, you're fucking inhaled and you're just, you're fucking Rubio. You're who's the fucking idiot from Texas who ran like 6
Cruz.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Perry, but yeah, I don't think
Yep.
he ran against Trump.
Oh, right.
But Cruz and Cruz is the one guy who at least tried to fight back.
Cruz
Yeah, for a
deleted
little
a
bit.
tweet that he was alluding to like liberal governors in Massachusetts, and obviously Troy Baker is a Republican.
He's a liberal. Oh, he's not wrong about that. I don't know why he fucking.
but he deleted it because
So
obviously
Cruz is like buddies with Trump. Trump fucking like called his wife ugly and said his dad fucking killed Kennedy, and they
Yeah.
hang out. It's fucking crazy.
It's a great world.
But I need Trump. I need Trump in the elections because DeSantis is like a clear favorite. For Trump, Trump's ego is way. What's going on with Trump?
definitely.
Are we?
Well,
I'm sorry. Dave guaranteed the booking of Trump, so I just wanted to see. What we
The lock is open ended as always, and we stay in touch.
We
That's all
heard
can
from the
do.
former president's
He doesn't do
office
a lot
at
of
all?
interviews. You know that? No, we have
It's not
not.
Howie like 3 days a week. It's not as much as that idiot who used to. What's his name? The guy who fucking works for the guy who Craig works for now.
Mittman?
Yeah,
Mittman goes on Howie
Mittman
show
used to
still?
go on all the time.
Yeah,
I remember when I
Mittman
was,
was
he
on
was
there.
like Friday
Man, I
nights.
can't.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Mittman?
Not enough as I should, Tom. No.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say this because options are limited, but holy fuck, man, he's not got a great personality.
Oh, he hired Craig. I mean, I don't know what else.
Have you talked
This
to
is
him?
Jerry.
Dave?
This is Jerry's boss, right there.
Yes, it's his boss.
Yes.
Yep.
What do you
Oh.
mean?
Part owner of the Jerry.
Man,
I met him once. I went in with Steve, who was filling in for Howie
Right.
to talk about Robert Murchison. And
Right.
and then Mittman was on afterwards. Steve's like, yeah, we have him on the 6th.
he was on the air.
He's like, we
oh,
have
he
him on
does. Yes, he did a
selling
segment.
his
with
like
Howie,
whatever it is, a paint.
yeah, and he drones on about his TV
And
stations.
they sit there, and when you don't have to worry about ratings, it's a beautiful thing. What guests do you have on? You have a weekly
let's
guest?
see, Paul Reiser, I have on, as a matter of fact.
I did see
I'll be
that.
having, yes, absolutely. I'll be having,
And in fairness, he did send me the contact to book Paul Reiser.
Good.
So
Great.
just letting you know.
Good.
Dave,
I
all
thought
player.
you already had him on, no?
I did, yeah.
How was that?
He was fucking awesome.
Really? Great.
He was good.
Great, Dave, as I knew he would be.
No, he was. His handler said that he'd be awesome, and he was just a joy. He really was
Promoting
just awesome.
his shows coming up, or
Oh yeah, he's got 2 in Connecticut. He's one in Manchester, New Hampshire, I think.
he's one in Lowell too. I know. And then he's got a new show on Hulu.
I don't know why they wouldn't. Come on, I don't.
Because guys like that still think that which I get. Like people
Well,
going to see Paul
you get-
Reiser are
you-
probably more your,
Yeah, you will get the olds from.
Yeah, like my audience, like I care about them, but nobody watching fucking.
No,
cares
they
about them.
emailed and they say like we have 5 slots tomorrow morning. Who wants it?
Right.
And a 5,000 watt station in Poughkeepsie gets it before a mega podcast just because they have
That's
radio.
the way the world is.
Yeah, it is what it
You're
is.
just making excuses basically right now.
Oh, it's an excuse, but it's a fact as well.
How do you know it's a fact? Do they tell
I
you? that?
know I just know it's a fact. I was
just
trading
know
an
it's a
email
fact,
with
okay.
I was trading an email with the guy. His business is radio. His business is not podcast.
Okay.
He has to suck off radio station.
Okay. Anyways, what else is going on?
Well,
You're
we were
annoying
talking about the
right now.
Brianna thing, but you don't care
I
about
don't care
the
about
Brianna.
that.
Yeah.
Who's Brianna Taylor?
She, no, not Brianna.
I just think it was nuts because
We're not talking about Brianna Taylor.
even if she was
Brianna
right,
Chicken Fry of Barstool Sports.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I know.
She goes to her thing is she goes to parties and blacks out, right? Pretty much.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Is she a beautiful blonde? Is that? There's a beautiful blonde who's in pictures
Probably
with
just blonde
Meredith
from time to
Gorman, as a
time.
matter of fact.
I don't know.
Just name dropping left and right.
I don't know. Well, that's who.
Who is Meredith Gorman?
You know Meredith Gorman. She was Boston Herald Radio. Now she does.
I love that you think that's the reason I would know her.
Well, you did know her. Yeah.
I might have met her.
No, we communicated regarding some personnel years ago.
Okay.
She just Meredith Gorman was an extremely nice, extremely dutiful, hardworking, excellent, and
Sounds like a drip.
very profoundly beautiful
Okay, good for her. Wonderful.
person. And she's on Nessun. now.
Oh, okay. Wow. Falling upward. Congratulations.
Well, but
What are you,
I don't know
what
how we
are
got
you
here.
laughing at this?
Something about Shaq.
You know what the fuck is he talking?
out of control?
Well, I don't want to. I don't
You
want
think
to.
she's an attractive woman? I'm sure she is.
It's not. I don't think it is. She is.
It's a fact, like
we
Dave
had
said it was a fact.
Shilling once. On.
Is he still alive, by the way? I don't mean that
Yeah,
in a
he was
bad
just
way. I
on
like
the
He
Shilling.
somebody-
goes on Outkick every now and then.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
does he? I like
Yeah, he's
Shilling.
in
I was
Nashville,
going
right?
great with Shilling. So I don't know.
unreliable.
Oh, I mean unbelievable. Like
It's incredible.
there's no reason he shouldn't be a massive right wing star. Like, there's no reason.
I know. I think he probably blows off appointments or hits.
No
He was
question.
every time we had him, almost every time he would try to blow it off. So I'm real far out now. Not sure. It's like what?
Is he still doing his live streams where he's like playing with
Eating,
Matchbox cars
drinking
or whatever?
root beer?
Yeah. I don't
The other
know.
thing is he was not real playful. Like
No.
not a lot of laughs.
No.
It's but I like him. I like Schilling. I mean, I know it's probably kicked off YouTube for saying that, but I was going along great with him.
I imagine.
Oh yeah, no, he was awesome. Wasn't that Carabas who used to hang out with him in his basement and watch baseball together in Periscope?
Oh, really?
He probably did that. I'm sure he did.
To idiot Carabas' tweet today.
Yes.
It's fucking dumb.
What was
Some
it?
guy at a home run like 600 feet or whatever, and Carabas is like, what do you say? You can't
understate
You can't
this.
understate how
Yeah,
far
how
away.
far
It's like,
away.
he meant overstate, you idiots. But that's okay.
Why do you like him so much?
He's a good guy.
Is
He's
he?
a good, yeah. Carabas is a great guy.
Is he
Great
I don't
guy.
know.
Oh no, he's a great guy. Great guy.
I don't like him.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, I don't
that's
like
fine.
So I guess
You would like him. You don't
no,
like him, Dave?
I get a problem.
Oh, I think Jared's a great guy.
You know him?
I don't know him well, but like texting with him, he's super
Great.
good.
I mean, there was a time when being a full like sleeve tatted, ripped dude needing to show your arms off was a laughable thing.
Sure, but that doesn't mean he's not a good guy.
He's not a good guy.
Based on what?
He dissed me on your show.
What did he say?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You
I'm not familiar with
What
this
did he say?
famous feud that took over. okay.
You were bringing up the Dr. Dan thing once, and you brought it up with Carabas. When Carabas was here, and you said, do you know, because I had sent you a text on it. You said, do you know Tom Shattuck? I will play it out. You do your part, and I'll be Carabas. You be you.
I don't. Okay.
And say,
I don't
do
if
you
I
know Tom
want to,
Shattuck?
but do you, Dave? You do it. I'm not.
Dave,
participating
go
in
ahead.
this.
So wait, am I Shattuck or
You
am I?
heard Carabas say.
Oh, you're Carabas. I thought you. I thought
No,
you
you're
were
Kirk
Carabas.
saying, do you know Tom Shattuck to Carabas? I'm
Hey,
Carabas.
do you know Tom Shattuck?
No. That's what it was.
Well, he doesn't know who you are.
Yeah, you didn't fucking even wait. Not even a breath, not even a second to like think.
Do you,
Wait a
want to call,
second.
do you want us to call random numbers? No one will know who you are.
There are some people who know who I am.
No one will know who I am if you call 100
even
numbers.
If he doesn't know who I am, give it a fucking try.
That's why you don't like him?
Try, Jared.
That's why
Okay,
you don't like
I
him?
realize I'm not fucking Ortiz or in the Red Sox front office.
You know how crazy Carabas is about the Red Sox?
Hang out with the
This is how-
trash and Saugus, but I'm fucking.
This is how sad Carabas is about the Red Sox. I asked him once if he thought Linda Bazili was attracted to John Henry. He said yes. That's how in the bag he is for the fucking Red Sox. That's how bad it is with Carabas. That's why you don't like him?
He's fucking. Do you know Thompson? No.
He doesn't know who you
Fucking
are.
Jesus Christ!
Why
God
would,
forbid.
he doesn't have a political thought in his.
Search your mind for a second. He doesn't need to know who I am. He shouldn't know who I am.
He
should
doesn't
at
need to
least
know
not
who
just
you
throw
are.
it the
He
fuck
should-
away.
Why would he know who you are?
Instantly. If you ask me who Jared Carabas was,
He's a bigger name than you are.
yes, I know that.
Why do you need to be known? Like, what
I
do you
don't need to be known. I
Yeah.
need to be not
Tom,
fucking.
he doesn't have a thought in his head outside of baseball. Not one. So he's not going to know who you are.
Can't teach that.
He would not. He would not know. He wouldn't. There's no reason for him to know. He doesn't know. He wouldn't know who I don't know. Ben Shapiro is.
No, I
Or-
understand. It's fine.
And why are you judging him because of his tattoos? He's not like that stereotypical guy. Like he's
No,
not
he's
like
stupid,
not
but
like
not
a
that
biker
way.
dude or something
I don't.
like that.
I don't like this. If the young people have fucking tattoos and all sorts of piercings.
Oh, for Christ's
And their
sakes.
mothers do their laundry at the same time.
His mother does his laundry.
Be
She cleans his. She cleans his. She probably does his laundry.
Be a fucking ex-con or having
An ex-con?
Get in
What
fights
are
or
you
like
fucking talking
own
about?
some of the hard guy stuff that you have.
He doesn't have
Anybody.
the hard guy
Well, you
stuff.
don't have
He
any of
doesn't-
that
he
shit,
doesn't,
Kurt.
He doesn't. How do you know?
I know you don't, because you're a Winchester West Side pussy and you dress like it. You're not dressing like a hard guy.
But he doesn't claim. If you talk to him, though,
So
he
is
does-
Dave is
he
obviously
doesn't-
milquetoast.
Dave has a tattoo.
I do have a tattoo.
Oh yeah, do you?
Yeah, he does. He does. It's
Oh.
fucking hideous.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
Is it
hideous.
his-
It's bad. It's bad.
Is it like fucking Papelbon? Or
No,
something?
it's like DiCaprio's in The Departed, right?
Exactly like
Jesus Christ. I'm so not surprised
Fucking loser.
that you are a Bon Jovi fan.
Fucking loser.
I wore a gay man's bathing suit this
Whoa,
weekend.
whoa,
You should've-
whoa,
you should've.
Jesus Christ! I just
It was
want
the-
to get
it
to
was the
50
gay
years
wedding
old so I
couple.
can quit this.
It was the gay wedding couple.
What?
It was the gay wedding couple. I
What
needed
does
a
it mean?
bathing
Oh,
suit.
you actually wore a gay man's.
Yeah,
I thought you meant
so-
I thought you meant that was like a brand.
No.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I couldn't believe how short his it wasn't a speedo.
Oh,
but
as
it
they
needed-
are, Dave?
Oh my God! Like can't
short
you?
what?
Like it didn't have to be a stereotypical like
Like the one that like
All
Ben
guy
Stiller
thing.
wore Meet the Fockers or something?
probably worse. I don't even
Wait,
know. It was the most
it was-
embarrassing. I had to
Where
walk in
were
front-
you doing this?
Why did you have to wear it?
I've
Because
never
my
been
kids-
forced to swim in my life.
So my kids wanted to go swimming.
Okay.
And
Why'd you have to go in?
We didn't have floaties for the kids.
Where was your mom? I figured she'd be doing it.
I was with the wife's family.
So why are you wearing another man's lingerie?
Because
Dave,
we
is
didn't.
the
I
question.
didn't have a bathing suit, but I needed a bathing suit to go in.
So
but
where was your lovely bride?
she was there, or
She was
eventually
also-
she was there. Yeah,
Okay.
but she didn't have a bathing suit. Or
Did they not have stores around where this was?
Well, it was like we were at a family get together, I guess you could call it. And
What about the? Nah, forget it.
Where'd you get the
Wait,
floaties?
what?
No,
What about what?
Nothing.
Just say it. Just say it.
What about? What about your father-in-law's new girlfriend?
Oh my god!
You told me to say it.
I don't even know why you think that was funny.
It's just me. Just the idea. Just the idea
Definitely
that
doesn't hit
I know,
after
but
the fact.
just the idea. Well, you told me to say
Okay,
it.
you said it. You said it.
But she's nice, right?
You said it. That's all that matters. You got it out of your system.
But you told me to.
No,
I was
it's fine.
I censored myself.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, so you had to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have a pool like in was it?
No, so it was like
a
does
hotel or something.
So I said it was just like a barbecue that day at the house.
Oh, right. The weather's still good. I'm stupid. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
And I said they wanted to go in the pool. I said, does anybody have a bathing suit I can borrow? There was a lot of people around. Of course,
Would
the
you
owners
ever
of the
say
home
that?
are two gay men.
It's tough when you have. Why didn't they go in the pool with the kids? Is there a bathing suit?
I wish
Oh, you don't trust them with
yeah.
kids. Right.
They could
that
catch
seemed
it.
like it's been in their plan, their
That's-
minds. Yeah, it's a different
That's
story.
Do they
right.
want to have kids?
Don't believe so. No.
Are you fine with gay people having children?
Yeah. I'm all for it. My wife is not. I am for it.
Your wife is not?
She's not.
Bitch.
I know. Yeah, she's like do you know the podcaster Dave Rubin?
Yeah, I've actually heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, he and his husband have adopted 2 kids. So they have 2 little
Fantastic.
kids. I know, and
Right.
my wife is absolutely
What a
against
wonderful life of privilege for them too. Those
it. I
kids.
know,
Right.
I know. No,
What is there-
she thinks
because-
that whole industry of like having a surrogate go out somewhere and produce a kid to be trafficked or whatever is
Right. What if Dave Rubin and his husband adopted didn't do a surrogate and did it tradition? Would she still be against that? Like if
Probably
a kid was
less
like
so.
underprivileged, you know what I mean? Like I did in a way, like that way with my daughter. Like would she be less?
less
upset?
so. Yes,
Is she very like? Is it a
She's-
Catholic thing or is it?
no, she's an Orthodox, so
okay.
she's hardcore. Definitely.
We gotta get her in, Dave, at some point.
She's great. I recommended her for Jerry's producer role.
She's not a fit. She wouldn't be a fit for this show.
Well, she would be.
Because you'd want to.
She can tell Larry King stories. What's the problem?
Because you'd be. You know what the problem would be is that you'd
Tell me
feel
about Bruce
pressure.
Mendon? Like
It's
what?
probably
Name
the
drop
same,
anybody?
same
I
reason.
would feel pressure.
It's probably the same reason.
Look up. Shattuck wants. He's so protective of this seat now. He wants no part of it. She's gonna suck on the show. She'll be terrible. Well, she has an invitation here. If she doesn't
No,
wanna come,
she
that's
doesn't.
okay.
No, she doesn't.
do you-
She's been disinvited.
What are you,
She's
the
been
king of this
disinvited.
castle?
You stick to Hardos from Saugus. She is.
Oh, a long way of getting to Carabas real quick to wrap it up. He's actually not like that at all. He's like a pretty soft guy. Like you would never, if you talk to him, you'd be like, he's very laid back. I think, no?
I mean this respectfully. He's kind of a pussy. Like I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like he kind of comes off like a sensitive guy, a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's talked about.
Yeah, he's not the stereotype of what you think of somebody tatted up and dresses
no.
like him.
No, he's an idiot.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
No, that's just.
He has arms like that because like Roman Reigns does. I mean, he's like an idiot. He's a moron.
Yeah.
Well, why do you find him interesting then?
I like morons.
You don't?
Yeah, sure. Have you ever listened to my show?
Yeah.
Gary Tanguay, Mike Manansky, Steve
Yeah.
Snell, Dave Cullinane,
Yeah. I just.
Mike Geary.
By the way,
That'll piss
do
Mike
you?
off.
Speaking of Tangway, do you trust anybody? I mean, with who dyes their hair?
No,
Men?
no, I don't.
There's something
I do
fucking
not.
weird.
I'm very happy Mark Cuban stopped dyeing his hair. Somebody asked me if you dyed your hair, Dave.
Me?
Yes.
No.
That was
Never
a
done that in
pause.
my life. Never in my
You
life.
would though.
Like later in life, if I thought it was graying to a point where I was embarrassed about
There's
it.
no
I guess.
reason to do it. Mention
No, it's such a cry for help. I
first
don't
of all-
like the old publisher of my newspaper used to. I was like, I can't. How am I supposed to take you seriously as a sound thinking person?
when Mark Cuban stopped dyeing his hair. Although Robert dyes his hair
Oh, definitely does his hair.
from Shark Tank. That bothers me a little bit. Although live Shark Tank Friday night.
Oh, it is this Friday night live.
So
Do we have a shark this week?
We don't, but I'll work my ass off to get one if you'd like.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So I just saw Top Gun in the theater with all the boys,
Oh, good.
and Tom Cruise obviously dyes his hair.
But he's a movie star.
I get
Like
it.
he's playing Maverick. Maverick can't have I kind of get that. I'm okay with that. Bruce Springsteen, although he's not doing it now. Like the rock stars, they're different. Like that, I understand that. But
I mean, what is the effect
'cause
supposed to be? Are we supposed to think that Tom Cruise is not old?
I guess
He just looks old now, and
Well,
it's
yeah,
like
you know-
Harrison Ford's earring. It's like fucking weird.
But these people are like, Tom Cruise doesn't look like he's 60. I'm like, actually, he kind of does.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Did you like Top?
I got to tell you, in the 80s, I fucking hated Top Gun. I hated people who liked Top Gun. I thought it was the most stupid, vacuous piece of shit in the world. And we went back and watched the 80s, well, the original, a few days ago. And I was wrong. It's a freaking goddamn good movie. And this new one was magnificent.
It's good right wing like America propaganda for you guys to pretend.
yeah.
It's
It
perfect.
is. And I saw I saw it first on
Joseph Goebbels could have directed it, honestly.
first of all, I saw it on a plane.
Oh, you should have done that.
I know, but that was first. But then we saw it at a nice theater yesterday. But
Connecticut.
No, in Methuen.
Oh, at the Loop.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, the AMC there.
Right.
On a
Yes.
plane.
Well, we flew to California and they were showing
It's playing
it.
on planes now.
Oh,
That's
really?
not unusual. Like at
just
the end of like
free
a
movie?
theatrical
Yeah,
run.
I forgot they kind of did that, right?
It's a weird. I don't know how. I'm interested how that works, but yeah, go ahead.
But nobody is as good as Tom Cruise at that shit. It's so fucking brilliant. The guy should win an Oscar, for God's sakes.
Yes, it's a
Did you
magnificent.
see that
performance.
douchey
But it
trailer
is,
he
but-
did
but-
for
yes.
that
Was it hang on the plane?
where he's hanging on the plane and flies away?
Oh no, he does a pre-roll for Top Gun
Oh,
too.
he thanks everyone for go. Yeah, I
Right.
saw that. Yeah. I enjoyed it. But I just didn't like it as much as everybody else did.
Oh, it's got so many flaws. There's no reason for what's her name to be in it at all.
Jennifer Connelly?
I wonder if the formulation is that there's too much testosterone.
yeah,
in
it's
this.
a romance. Yeah,
but it's
bring
not.
the-
But it's not.
but to bring the ladies, it's
It's
all.
a middle-aged person. It's Bridges of Madison County romance.
well,
It's like,
Jennifer
ugh.
Connelly is a attractive woman.
She was. What
think
was
she
that
is
thing?
now?
The thing in the Target, the
very attractive.
superstore.
Career opportunities.
Oh, that was.
He's like 14 then, Tom. He loves his age. That's his go-to age. That's his go-to age.
But so I watched two movies on a plane. One was Licorice Pizza.
I hated it.
It was a piece of shit.
Terrible movie.
And
And I like the
wanted to-
director, but yeah.
the world wanted to give it an Oscar. And
Correct.
I can't tell you what happened on it. I don't know.
It's a
the 19
terrible movie.
But that's the kind of shit that's out there now, and it's terrible. And so what I was thinking about the Top Gun is that there's no pussies in Top Gun, and the one guy who's struggling with his pussy problem, that's a big plot point. So there's
John
no-
Hamm or who?
No, the other Goose's kid.
What's his name? The actor? Miles Teller.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rooster. Yeah.
They're like all Top Gun is. It's total fucking alpha.
Yes.
Totally and unapologetic. So I saw Spider-Man 6 months ago, and that one's all fucking
I like that
social
movie.
emotional learning, making sure everybody's okay.
You didn't like that?
I don't like that.
Isn't that okay? I mean, that does happen. Like teenagers go through that.
Well, are they teenagers in Spider-Man?
Yeah, he's in high school.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
But
or whatever.
Still, he's checking out to see if the
he's-
girl's okay, and she's checking out to see if the old bipolar Spider-Man's okay, and he's like everybody's checking to see if everybody's okay. But
So you just need testosterone. You
well,
just need
I think
men.
there's a place for it. Remember,
For sure. I don't disagree. Obviously,
But-
there's an appetite for it in
I'm
America.
just getting back into watching movies because my kids are showing interest. So I've seen Licorice Pizza now, and this
you watch Licorice Pizza with your kids?
no,
How old's
no.
your oldest child?
12.
Okay,
she's 12.
she's not gonna like Licorice Pizza.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah,
Maybe
but so movies. Go ahead.
but like, you remember Aliens? Aliens is a masterpiece.
You interviewed somebody who was in it. You just interviewed Paul Reiser.
That's right, and that was my favorite role of his. He was.
Well, mine is Modell in Diner.
Yep,
but
and obviously he talked about that. But it was,
well, it'd been nice to talk to him about Diner. But it's
I know it was a wasted interview for me because you would have had so much more to talk to him about.
Great job, Dave.
I hated Mad About You, which I didn't tell him, of course.
I never saw it. I mean, I said he's very. You know, he's very good in Stranger Things.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, which is a good show. I give Stranger Things a B overall.
That fucking weasel.
What's
he
the movie?
played.
I think I brought it up the first time you ever. What's the movie where they're all divorced?
Bye Bye Love.
Love that
Which
movie.
he's in with Matthew Modine, and they're both in scenes together in Stranger Things this season.
Really?
That's a fun fact.
Stan
right there.
Modine.
He's good in that, though. He's good in that. You like Vision Quest?
I don't think so.
He stopped dyeing his hair, Modine.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So this.
Yeah. No, he was in some terrible movie where he walks out into the sea at the end. It's
So he's in one bad movie.
It's so
what? Tom Cruise
cliche.
been in bad
I hate
movies.
him. I hate Modine. I
hate him?
I can't get around his looks.
Can't think of a bad Tom Cruise movie at the moment.
A bad Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah.
Uh,
Eyes Wide Shut.
how about the one where he's like a fucking rock? Was it Rock of Ages?
Rock of Ages? Yeah, but was he the main guy in that?
He was the first build guy in it.
Yeah, was he?
How about Vanilla Sky? I think that stinks.
All right, you're right, I guess.
But going back to Aliens, it's
Great movie.
like there's one pussy in Aliens.
Right.
And that guy, of course, should have won an Oscar. Bill, whatever his name was.
The late Bill Paxton?
Yes.
Yes.
But that's made as a lampoon. It's like there aren't enough of these. I think we think that we're being multidimensional now in movies and being smart and more clever than. And it's more about soundtrack.
There were always movies like that. Always. It's just, I think there were, yeah, but I agree there were more, but people went to the theaters more, like back then. They just don't go anymore.
Well, sure.
You
but-
waited 3 months to see Top Gun.
Yeah, I would never have seen it. This lady, yeah, she was watching it in front of me. It's not an Asian lady, by the way.
I'm not sure why that's in any way relevant.
I'll tell you why it's relevant.
What's that, Dave?
There's no reason to be included
I
there.
didn't
Yeah.
even, like, sure, but go ahead.
I'll tell you why. Because so
Careful.
she was watching Top Gun, okay, And then as the plane's landing, it's been a weird flight already, and the lady next to me wouldn't open the window. I like to see the city, like we're descending into Boston.
How old are you? 49, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't wanna-
Did
you
Boston
wanna-
look different
It
this
looks
time?
fucking odd. Whoa, you're too cool. You're a too cool guy. The geography and being 30,000 feet is not awe-inspiring.
If the
to you?
window is not open, I will not say to the woman, "Hey, I really need to see Boston." I'll be honest.
Well, where's your wanderlust?
I think it's.
You know what?
I think it's great. You're able to. I think it's great that you're able to. Did she do that for you or no?
I didn't ask her. I was afraid to ask
So
her.
you were deprived of it.
Yes, I
that's
opened
not
when I sat in the window seat, I opened the window for everybody to look at the Grand
Well,
Canyon.
the person next to you didn't want to see it though.
The person over there, this is the different leg of the flight. The person over there.
How did Grand Canyon look?
It's pretty damn awe-inspiring.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. Look
It's
like the Grand
beautiful.
Canyon.
What?
They look like if I looked at it on my phone, it looked about the same. is that about it? Have you been to the Grand Canyon before?
No, I have not.
It's pretty nice.
I
You
love
know
it.
what? You know what? Though you get there, and after it's like Clark. Remember in Vacation when Clark Griswold's there for like 2 seconds. That's kind of where you're like, oh, all right. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I like to drive. I'm not a big like. Just I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Asian. Please get to the reason why her being Asian is relevant. I think it's
So listen to this.
really gonna be helpful.
So
to
this is already a weird plane flight, okay? And nobody's opening the windows. And
Dave,
people,
you love travel stories.
these people,
right?
by the way,
travel
they wouldn't give me my seat because I was late for the flight, and they rebooked me in another seat. I said I was too fat. I had to go on my own row. It was a problem. So then the guy brings up the guy.
You're by yourself.
I'm by myself.
Why are you going to California and back?
Well, the whole family went. They went on a different flight.
Unbelievable.
Because
What?
they took a shitty airline, but I wanted the fat guy seats for JetBlue. So they went Southwestern.
So your wife, Southwest.
So you made your wife travel with
four
four
kids?
kids alone.
Yeah.
You even
so
drag
could
one.
have a
Why
fat
couldn't you
kid.
bring one kid with you?
She was in charge of the kids. I mean,
What?
You're such a loser.
You could.
Dude, I would
you
have
could
jumped
take
out of the fucking moving airplane had my kids gone nuts and I'd been on the plane. I
Tom,
wouldn't.
if you had a 12-year-old with you on the plane, they're fine.
Well, she's fine. That's right, but she's better helping with the other kids.
Oh, great. So
That's a decent point.
yes.
Decent
I mean,
point.
you could have gone 2 and 2, I think. No.
So no, it was just I just needed my seat. Okay?
So you booked them on Southwest, which is not going to be a direct flight.
No, she had to fly. We went to L.A. I flew into L.A. They went into Long Beach, which is where we were going because one kid has allergies. So
Okay,
it was
it's a nice airport. It's a nice small airport. I've been there. Long Beach, good. Small. I like small airports. Go ahead.
So, why did I mention this?
Please,
Anyway,
please land the plane. Please.
So anyway, this lady, when she's
The woman in front of you.
Yes, she's watching Top Gun. She's the Asian lady. She's watching Top Gun.
We know. Yeah, we got that. Yeah. Please.
And
just do not. Do
So
any-
as the plane's
no
about to
impressions,
land,
please. Yes, go ahead.
Correct. As the plane's about to land, there's final descent. I'm trying to look at Boston where I'm not allowed to because
You're being
fucking-
denied your rights.
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
Right.
Because somebody too cool.
What time
like,
is this?
Like you was there. This was maybe 3 in the afternoon. I got
Okay.
in.
Perfect.
probably.
Oh, perfect time to see it. Too.
Just-
God, that's a great time to see it.
It is a nice clear
Yes,
day.
right.
So, but I wasn't allowed to see it. That's fine. So then as the plane's landing,
Plane's landing.
she fires up another movie. As it's landing, the opening credits for Breakfast at Tiffany's come on in the thing in front of her.
It's unusual.
It's unusual.
Okay, what would you like me to do about that?
Well, I would like you to be upset that
I'm not
somebody's
upset.
starting to watch a movie with 11 minutes left.
Maybe she
before
like the beginning of Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Well, that brings
It's your
me
favorite
to
part of the movie.
That
I
brings
don't know.
me to the thing that also made me nervous.
The story's not done.
Do you remember the opening sequence?
I'm starting to understand why Arthur Daniels punched this kid in the fucking face, if I'm being honest. Dave, cancel the podcast.
Hey, do you remember?
Dave, text an apology, would you please? Done?
Do you remember?
Is it over, Dave, or no?
over, it's
All right,
over.
good,
Do you
good.
remember the Mickey Rooney scenes?
Yeah, do not hold up so great.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, she might not like those.
No, she might not like this.
Maybe that's why she was watching out of anger.
Maybe it is.
Yes.
So anyway, that just
You didn't say that to her, though, did you? Did you
No.
say, okay, yeah.
The reason I bring this up is because you mentioned the Grand Canyon.
Oh, my God.
So, you know what else sucks?
What is this? What is this? What are you,
You know
Jerry
what sucks
Seinfeld?
is what sucks is the Brea Tar Pits.
Okay.
You lived in LA, right?
Yeah, I know. I've been there. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's fucking terrible. Dave, do you know anything about the La Brea Tar Pits?
I do not.
So I always thought it was someplace where little dinosaur fossils were found in tar pits. It's not. It's just an oil slick.
You have now worked your way into the annals of broadcasting history with this story. I know you wanted to be in. You're now in.
No, seriously. Did
Why
you
were you?
realize?
What were you doing? Were you just going to LA like on vacation?
No, we were there for 5 days because there's an allergy place. It's
For one of your kids.
for one of our kids.
Why didn't one of you just bring the kid?
We wanted to make a vacation.
Okay.
Out of it because
So
we're just
what?
hectic.
Okay.
So
So
an allergy place.
There's an allergy place in Long Beach that's
Like
like,
the-
a renowned
for
place that all over the
all
country.
testing and everything.
Yes.
What
for
was the determination?
Well, they're going to do. It's
Oh,
like
it's
takes a
just
few
the
years, and they'll
process
at the end of it, the results are that kids who are allergic to peanuts, sesame seeds, whatever,
Right.
and have eczema, aren't allergic to anything, and their skin clears up, and they never have to worry about stuff anymore. So it's apparently it's an awesome place. I whatever. So that's why we were there.
Okay. So where'd you go?
You mean to hang out? We stayed in Long Beach.
Right. Long Beach is very nice.
Yeah, and we went to we drove around to Hollywood a little bit, around Mulholland Drive. That's freaking gorgeous, man.
Very nice. That's a nice area, yeah.
You can see why people would fall in love with it there.
LA stinks, though, the city. I'm just not a big fan.
It's the homeless all over
The
everywhere.
traffic, everything is just...
The Brea Tar Pits bathroom was a big drug area. The dudes were in there shirtless, and it was just... It's a shithole. They've ruined that country, which is too bad because the next Democratic president is going to be Gavin Newsom from California.
Going to be the nominee in 2024?
2024, correct.
Biden's going to drop out.
He's going to drop out.
And so he'll run against
They're
Vice
not going to
President
run.
Harris.
Kamala's going to be...
She won't even run, you don't think? She's got a pretty big ego. I think she'll run, but she will not win the nomination. Right? Or no? You think she'll actually run? She won't run.
She will not run. They'll convince her not to run.
What was her deal? Didn't they drop off migrants at her doorstep this weekend or something
Yeah,
like that?
it's the Naval Observatory or something. No, it's
Where
it's
she
a big
lives,
facility.
where Vice President's offices, yeah. I feel like she's been visible. I don't pay much, but I don't see much of her.
No, Biden used to have her shadow
That's what I
him
mean. I
all
don't
over the
see her
place.
as
The
much.
staffs hate each other now, so there's a total fallout with the staffs. She's an asshole. Her staff. She doesn't prepare at all, and then she barks at the staff.
Right.
And she's oversensitive constantly. She doesn't understand why she's not a star
I
anymore.
read that story a few months ago. Was that Politico that had that long story about her yelling at her staff?
I think it was, but
Do
there's
you think it's something the fact that do you think there is a double standard where if a guy did it would be treated differently?
No, I think it's
You do
kind
not.
of unprecedented. You've got somebody so clueless. I mean, on the issues, I guess many times Trump
Dan
was.
Quayle was vice president of the United States.
Yeah, but he spelled potato wrong. Other than that, I mean, he was a lawyer, an accomplished
Seemed
guy.
like he struggled to speak publicly, though.
I don't think so. I think
George Bush was not one of the great. He's President Bush. I mean, struggled. The second President Bush struggled a lot as well.
Oh, yeah, he was terrible.
He's doing one of these. What's this thing? The master class.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's doing a master class on leadership. George W. Bush, the guy who fucking
I haven't seen an ad.
brought us into a war, one of the worst presidents in this country's history.
I disagree with that. I think he's fine. I thought the war in Iraq was a fine war, and I think that the
Still
war in
fucking
Afghanistan.
fighting it. Tens of thousands of people have died over this war because they couldn't fucking find anything.
Possibly hundreds of thousands.
Jimmy, Jesus
that
Christ.
was problematic. There's no doubt about that.
Jesus
But,
Christ.
I mean, there was plenty of reason to go in before that. He was fucking around with the UN, and
Better off keeping Saddam Hussein in office and not fighting that fucking war.
Well, yeah, I liked the war that would have gone like the first time around.
Well, sure.
Right.
Bomb and
But-
get the fuck out.
Right, exactly.
I agree. Turn the park. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're not,
Yeah.
don't dick around. No in between, right, Dave?
Right.
What else?
You want to talk
Oh,
about?
by the way, can you talk about
please no.
of
Just
master
please no.
class? Sorry, Dave.
Let me do what? What'd you say?
Go ahead, Dave. Quick. Tom, 1 second. Dave, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Can I play this Mad Dog audio going after Goodell on Amazon? Did you hear this?
So, I did. So, Amazon had their game on Thursday night. I didn't watch any of it. I watched a good portion of the Patriots today. We won. We're 1-1.
Yep, great
The
game.
P-Men. Did you watch it?
Good team win. Yep.
I thought it was a pretty good win. I mean,
A win's a win. Who cares?
good. Well said, Dave.
There you go.
So, the game on Thursday night was available only on Amazon.
That is correct.
Unless you are in Kansas City or San Diego, then it's available to you. Like when if the Patriots play Thursday Night Football, it'll be on Channel 5.
They'd have a deal with somebody,
That's
like
what
a
exists.
specific
Yes.
local.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think there's still some deal with bars too. I read.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Yep.
So the game is on Amazon. The Commissioner Goodell, well, I did call Commissioner when he attacked me that time, by the way,
Respectful.
was on and said the game was historic, right?
Yes.
Okay. What did Christopher Russo have to say about this?
I'm all proud of you. Stop, Raj. You know who's happy about the game tonight? The 32 owners who can split $1 billion. That's who's happy about it. The Arthur Blanks of the world. That is who is pleased. They don't give a garbage. They don't care where the game is. The idea that anybody in the NFL or any owner or player for that matter, because they benefit as it's trickled down in the next labor negotiation, that's all they want is the money. They'll play 30 games if it means more money. They proved that when they agreed to the 17-game schedule a year and a half ago. The bottom line is about these owners, they don't care where the game is.
Yeah, he goes.
Grandkids, can you find the game? I don't know how to handle a remote. Can you find it with his milk and cookies
Look at
at
Lenny
8:15? And then when a grandkid can't find a game, he's throwing the remote at the TV set. But they doesn't get too mad because he looks at his checkbook and realizes, well, look at that. They gave us $1 billion for this, the dopes.
What can you do? Find the fucking game.
It's not great.
There's nothing
That's
you
not
can
great,
do.
Mad Dog.
You don't think that's good, Mad Dog?
No, it's much better. But he's an older guy. Like Chris is in his, he's not 60 yet, but he's in his 50s for sure, late 50s. guys like don't understand that like this is the way it's going to be. Like these games are going to be there'll always be a place on network. There always will be, but all these games are going to be streamed at some point. That is inevitable. When our kids, when Kate and Harry and your kids are, your kids aren't watching any network shows.
They wouldn't know how to get to it.
I've said this all the time. Kate is a smart kid, straight A student. She's 15. If I said to her, what are the 3 networks? She doesn't know what they are.
Oh, fuck God,
no chance. So when they're 50 and they're actually the ones with the money, it's going to be.
Well, this is how you force all the olds to change as well.
By the way, Amazon is not, we're not talking, like my parents, your parents, I'm sure, have Netflix.
Yeah, but they're pretty like.
Okay,
yeah.
but my parents like figured it out. Like it's not that, like 90-year-olds, yes.
Yep.
65-year-olds, that's not that difficult to get Amazon or to get, I mean, that's not that difficult.
There's something
and by
about,
the way, like that's when I remember, I don't know if you remember, I remember when cable, like I came home from school one day, 2nd grade, all of a sudden there was cable in my house and it was like weird and it took a bit and then you figured it out. Right.
I do think Amazon.
I had servants who did it, but still it was difficult to watch them do it.
For some reason, and I could be totally off on this. You could tell me I'm an idiot. I think Amazon just confuses people because they're in everything.
They changed the look of it.
Yeah.
But it still stinks. Like the setup for it stinks.
Yeah, but it's like,
stinks.
but if you typed in Amazon on your phone in the App Store, there's 17 different
Yeah, it's
Amazon
confusing.
apps. If you type in Netflix, there's one. And
Like
I just
Hulu
think
and
that,
everything.
and especially when you get into the TV
Yeah, but it
world.
comes embedded in most TVs now. I've got an Amazon button, don't you?
Thanks, yeah. Don't you or no?
I love the Amazon
I do,
channel.
but my parents get their apps from the cable box. They don't get it from the TV.
What do you? Oh, like if they flip
Oh,
around.
The actual cable has the app screen now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's like, but
that
they just
sounds
don't.
slow.
They don't care enough to change. They don't care enough to adapt.
So if does your dad watch all the Patriots games?
He does. Yep.
Okay. So if it wasn't available to him,
He would call me and say, "Hey, can you come over and just show me how to pull this?"
would he know how to do it if you weren't around?
No,
Oh, he would know
they call me for that stuff all
he
the
would-
time.
oh, really? Well, your mom's, yeah. That's different. She's other issues going
That
on.
is not true.
Yeah, I don't. First of all, I think that cut. I mean, why also would you lose your fucking mind over?
Well, that feels a little forced.
Yeah,
I love Mad
it
Dog,
does.
but I love
I'm
Mad
so
Dog.
glad that you
Because
guys
he
didn't
hates
do
it.
that.
He
stuff
doesn't. He
on
doesn't
the,
like it.
What?
He doesn't like it moving to streaming.
No, he's
he
old.
wants it. Yeah.
He's an old man. By the way, if it was up to me, in a perfect world, none of it would change. Like, it would be like it was in 1984. I'd be thrilled if there was like 28 channels. Fine.
Yeah, but then you still need a cable box and you
Oh, for
still need
sure.
all
Yeah,
this
yeah.
stupid shit that
It was a huge deal. Huge deal when Monday Night Football went to ESPN.
Yeah.
Like people were like stunned, but this was what, 20 years ago maybe? But like it happens and now it's going to be, eventually the Oscars will be on whatever, Hulu and whatever is going to be, the NFL will be on Netflix and
Yep.
MLB is already on Apple and it's going to be life now.
Yeah.
You got to try and keep up with it. It's where the money is.
Yeah.
yeah, I think.
I thought it was a good broadcast too, by the way.
I didn't watch any of it
Thought it
yet.
looked good, sounded good.
I saw some people say there were some issues, but no.
Just for like people bitching about their own internet problems and shit like that.
Oh, that was
But
it?
That is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Al Michaels still sounds amazing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're still using all the NFL infrastructure, right? I mean, all Amazon doing is carrying it, right?
Basically, yeah.
Well, you mean like
Yeah,
the,
so it's going to
like
be
the
seamless.
Sunday-
Well, they're essentially bringing over, like, I know Al's got his producer, like they're
The
bringing,
Sunday Night Football producer was hired.
yeah, Fred, same guy, like a lot, you're right, the same people are going to do it. Like,
Yeah.
and those people, like Al Michaels book Al Michaels, for real. He was on the old show a couple of times. He's great. You'd love him. He's like Rush Limbaugh's best friend. He was.
He's awesome.
He's the greatest announcer ever. He's the greatest announcer of all time. Not even close. Not even close.
I'd agree with that.
You know what? I thought
besides Fred Cusick.
I thought Capoletti was good. I thought those Pats in the early
Play-by-play announcer. Gino Capoletti?
Yeah, but was he?
Talking about Gil Santos? or
Yeah,
Gino
I
Capoletti?
guess both of them, but Gil Santos, I guess.
Not
I
good
don't know
enough to
what
go
an argument.
national.
Even though you're talking about.
Well, whoever did the Patriots right after they started winning.
Play-by-play guy or the color guy?
I fucking the paper.
Do you know which one is-
The
do you know-
color
do you know
guy.
which is
I don't
which?
want to talk about this anymore.
Well, wait a minute. What is the color guy?
The play-by-play guy is doing the X's and O's, right?
No. The play-by-play guy is.
think
Oh
about
my
it.
God!
The play-by-play
sorry,
guy is
Dave.
doing the
Front
play-by-play,
runner.
so I would be like, hey, 3rd and 6,
Yeah.
whatever. Bledsoe drops back, looks, throws the coach,
That's-
incomplete. The color guy is, he was looking there in his zone, and blitz
That's
again.
Remy.
Remy was the color guy.
Exactly.
Orsillo was the play-by-play.
Gotcha.
What do you mean exactly? You don't have. You don't understand any of it.
I'd like to move off of this.
Well, Michaels is great. So is BetterHelp. It can be tough to train your brain, but this is where BetterHelp comes in. You should try therapy, no question about it. If you need it, look, this is where you go now. And I have people reach out to me all the time about this. Dave knows. I mean, I'm going through this. I'm going through that. Call Nate saved somebody's life recently, but we're not here to talk about that.
Can't do it.
BetterHelp is a great option, especially in 2022. You get somebody really fast. If you don't like that person, you move on to the next one or the next one until you get comfortable. You fill out a brief survey. It's convenient, affordable, accessible, and entirely online. Visit BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Today you get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Personalized, customizable. What is that, Dave?
This thing's stupid. Yeah.
Customizable online therapy for yourself. It's the most important thing you can do. I'm telling you. Go right now. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. I don't want to get too into the last time we spoke professionally, the project we're working on. But I will say 20 people said that the 30 people said that they still go to therapy because of that.
Really?
Yes.
I could definitely see that.
No question.
Definitely see. It's
crazy. I mean, you know.
Let me tell you one thing. Like, I don't.
Do you think that if you had gone to a different dentist, all kidding aside, and that woman put Breakfast at Tiffany's on, would you have been less upset? Do you think that you're going through thing? Was it playing in the office maybe one time? Was he singing Breakfast at Tiffany's, that song?
You know what? Maybe it was Mickey Rooney's teeth in that particular scene.
But no, go ahead. Shattuck went to my childhood dentist. He grew up technically. I mean, but you could smell Bill and Bob's where Shattuck was.
Yes,
I mean,
that is correct.
You grew up in Woburn, but we charitably call it Winchester.
Yes, it was the W.R. Grace section of Woburn.
You lived on the street, basically. You lived on McDonald Field, and occasionally you wait. What street did you grow up?
I lived near the hospital, so near Stoneham. It's Dean Road.
That's a good spot.
Dean Road, named after Dean McLaren, who lived on Dean Road.
Dean McLaren?
Yeah.
His brother Keith McLaren.
You know Keith?
Dean was a year younger than me.
I thought Dean was in your class.
No, Dean was 94.
He was?
He definitely was.
Because, wait a second, that doesn't make, how do you know Keith?
Oh, because I knew Dean. I mean, so we had a similar, this is good. You enjoying this, Dave?
This is fantastic.
So I don't care. So we had my great friend Pete French.
Went to my church?
Yeah, he passed away, but he's a great, my best friend. For years. He was good friends with Dean. And then my other buddy, Brian Keefe, was friends with Dean. So we just knew Keith because he was Dean's older brother. I was scared of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have been scared of him.
Yeah, Keith was scary.
Keith was a fighter.
I remember Dean got in trouble in 7th grade. I was in 8th grade. In 7th grade, he was writing. He was not a bright kid.
Dean?
Like in
Very
school.
bright guy.
Well, are you still friends with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He was kind of a dummy as a kid. But he wrote country, spelled it Cuntry. Like 6 times in the paper. And the woman teacher was young, circled it each time. And like, I remember Brian keeps sprinting down the hall and showing it to me. Anyway, so is that one of those streets that go directly uphill?
No, it's a little dead end off of one of those streets.
What's going on over there with they were going to put that CVS there? Have you seen this?
I saw the signs
it's
for it.
It's a fucking disaster. I drove by it the other day. Harry and I were driving back from Hago's. It's a which Hago Heritage is closing down at the end of October.
I know, that's terrible.
End of October,
that's
Dave.
terrible. The freaking China Moon.
That's gone.
That's
So what's going there?
So we got to do something at Hago's before it closes down.
Okay.
We have to. I've played more rounds.
October what?
End of October. I'll talk to the guy who owns it now. Super guy. So the Ford dealership across the street, they're using that too. They're taking the whole fucking thing. It's a huge.
That sucks. And the China
Moon
was
huge.
China Moon was so out of 1955. It was.
We would do Hago's and walk right to Papa's.
Okay, yeah.
And then go back.
Yeah.
There was also used to be I think a Bigfoot's across the street.
There was a KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken,
So
and
yeah.
IHOP was there.
IHOP, that's what I'm thinking, IHOP. So, which we went to after my prom that night, actually. But anyway, or the next morning. So anyway, so you grew up in Winchester. Actually, that's a nice part. So over by the hospital.
It's not a great part. It's fine.
That's not bad.
It's not your part. It's not myopia. It's,
Well, I was on myopia.
You guys golfed. We didn't.
I was as high up on the hills as you can get.
Yes.
So anyway, we went to the same dentist.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were saying something about that or no? I was saying about all these kids.
So that's right. And I don't have a lot of. I could definitely see a shrink, and I like talking about myself, so I could go there, and obviously I got problems. Whatever.
Imagine that shrink 40 minutes and he just tells that story. He just told us about, and he's out of here. Boop, $150. See you next week.
She's in the window seat.
Okay.
But let me tell you, somebody posted a picture of those little water games. Remember that he used to have?
Of course.
And I saw that fucking thing. And I had forgotten about it in that frigging...
In the waiting room. In the
waiting room in Dr. Dan's place. And that frigging just brought me somewhere that really disturbing. It's really, I don't think that I'm going to listen to
Thank you.
To the case.
Appreciate
No, I mean, I've already subscribed. I think.
That's fine as long as you did that. Just download them. I don't care. If
Man, but I mean, it is unbelievable.
It is. I think people. I'll be curious because all we did in season 1 was solve a murder, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what people are going to expect. It's a curveball one for sure, but it's an interesting story. It's an interesting story when you find out your childhood dentist was like this. I mean, we've done episodes on it. So the people we've talked to, I know Dave was, I don't know, I'm not saying you're getting bored, but the stories are very similar.
Yeah, there's a lot of repetition.
Yeah,
but every now and then, but that's why you got to keep talking as much as possible. Every person has a different little
October
nugget.
27th, right?
There's little nuggets out of like every single person that
Season
leads
2.
Do you
something
remember hanging out like in high school and like drinking with your friends and stuff, and ever bringing
No.
them up and saying you don't?
No, I remember you said you did.
Yeah.
I would, it's crazy now talking to people. Like I would be in school with these kids and we never talked about it. Like, but we were both, it's very strange. Very strange. Anyway, what else, Dave?
Oh, you didn't like the chicken fry thing, right?
No, you've mentioned it 6 times.
How about Lizzo?
I don't want to talk about it. I just do.
Did
But
you
whatever.
see Lizzo's?
Yeah, that was a year and a half ago, though. So we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
Is she overweight? Is that
She
what-
did a TED talk about twerking. And I remember doing it on Jerry's show.
No, are you sure?
I'm dead serious.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I think it's the new TED Talk.
Yeah, he also sent another story. He wants to bring the Tom Brenneman story back up today.
Oh, good. Yeah.
He's in the news.
Somebody just wrote a random column about how NFL guys can commit crimes, but Tom Brenneman can't come back from
Because you can't find the fucking
the
cut.
Matt
You're just going
Damon
to
one.
shoot down all my
I
pictures.
have the
Who
cut.
committed what crimes? What?
There's a
NFL
column.
guys? Like who?
There's a column in the
Tom Brenneman got another job, I saw. I feel like he said something really stupid during a commercial break off mic. I think ate enough shit
Yes.
and probably should probably be allowed to work again in his life.
What was the-
Does that feel ridiculous?
What's
to
the new
anybody?
job? What's the new job?
Well, if he's back in, a lot of people are back in. I mean,
To me, like if you say one or two stupid fucking things, God knows I've done it. Like what? You should never make a living again? Like I don't. Like you should never be able to have a. Do you disagree with that?
no, I agree with you, but like
who?
with the cancel, I mean, the way, the style,
but you're
the
saying-
flair he used when he said it was like,
okay,
ooh, that
it
wasn't
was
his
all-
first go around.
Correct. But I mean, look, people say things when they're off the air, off mic, right? So it's his fault. When you're in front of a mic, you should assume it. I think, right?
Shattuck wants me to play the cut so bad.
We don't have to
With
play the cut. That's
whole-
fine.
The Brenneman
I do
cut?
think
There's
that
nothing.
Well, he made gay jokes about San Francisco, right?
Correct.
Is that right? Isn't that what he
it's
said?
a blank capital
Right.
of the world.
And then he literally
Yes.
they quit the next inning, and while he was quitting, somebody hit a home run. Right?
That
He
was
called
the
the home
best.
run, which is
Yes,
incredible.
yeah.
Which is fucking incredible.
Yes.
This was 2020, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was 19. Yeah, I
No,
think it was 2020.
yeah,
you're right.
All right, so I mean, but like his job is not what it was before.
No, what's his job? Is it like a minor league thing?
I forget, but like he was the guy, like
He was MLB.
he was
playoff
going to
games
get.
on-
Like put it this way, if he hadn't said that, he probably would have got Buck's job. Like he called the play. Like when Buck was doing baseball playoff games during the NFL, he called games with Aikman.
Yes, Buck's job in the MLB,
In the NFL.
not NFL, right?
No, I think he got the NFL job. He called when Buck did Major League Baseball playoff games during the NFL season.
Yep.
On Sunday nights, Brenneman called the games with Aikman.
Okay.
So I'm saying he was at least number 2 at Fox.
Yep.
I'm guessing he doesn't have that job now.
No, he does not.
So
Yeah.
that's life. I mean, I mean, but also like, I guess the other side is like, why give him a platform at all? Like when 50 other people can do it, I guess I can understand that. I suppose I don't know.
Well, his career is using his voice, and in one moment, he used like how he chooses words in one moment.
Spectacularly stupid.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a
But that's
chance
his-
that the producer knew he was up? That he was powder up?
Because you can lose your job then too if you're him. He might have too. I don't know. No, I think I remember a couple of times they got us during breaks, and by the grace of God, we didn't say something fucking stupid because you could easily, working with Jerry. I mean, Jesus.
Oh, that happened all the time, like 10 years ago. Because
Yeah.
the stream would always go like you couldn't.
Boston.com, you could say whatever. Nobody was listening. You could say whatever you
The
want.
stream,
you could commit
it
a
would go
murder on
out.
that. No, I wouldn't have solved it.
Yeah, there you go.
By the way, VP's a great guy, Doug Gotti. You should like him.
Gives a shit.
What are you? Because you trash him every time.
I
you talk
trash
about-
everybody.
No, you don't. You don't trash the kid from Saugus. You're all over
I
him.
said he's an idiot. He's a moron. He's legally brain dead.
You're very passionately involved with him. Apparently, you seem to be.
Who was more successful in the business, VB or Jared Carabas?
Jared?
Okay, well then there you go.
Well,
Talent
that's
wins.
the value.
No, but you're making it simple. VB is a drip.
He's not. He's a great guy.
He used to come in every day after the show and talk to Jerry until I finally went in the air and was like, "Stop fucking coming in," and he didn't come in anymore. I have nothing against him.
Shattuck, you have to know that VB and Kirk would not exactly hit it off.
Where are you, by the way?
He wrote
not defending him.
He wrote
I think
a
he's a nice
terrific
guy.
book about a fire in 1226.
You gotta just know that they're not gonna hit it off.
Why can't I like him, but like, what do you want me to do? Have him in here? I'm all set.
No, he's in Albany now.
I know he stinks on the air.
No, he
He
doesn't.
stinks to high heaven on the air.
He's wonderful.
I'm sure he's a terrific guy. Why do I have to like everything?
One of the
nice
great,
guy. Nice
one
guy.
of the all-time great Boston producers. With Howie
Wow, what
in
a
the heyday.
list. What a fucking list that is.
Well, there
Wow.
are. I mean,
all-time great Boston
who do you think
producers.
the best producers were ever?
I don't know.
You don't think Brea
They all
Tar was a
suck.
great producer?
No.
You don't?
He was an asshole. You want to talk about asshole? He was an asshole.
You think he was?
No, I know he was. He's an asshole.
I thought Brett Erickson was a good producer.
Well, great. Okay. Wonderful producer. It's all
Are
about
you talking about Brett from the Big Show?
Yes. Yeah, he's a prick.
If you asked 99 out of 100 Big Show listeners who the producer of that show
no,
was,
not when it was on. That's not true. He would. Grandma mentioned those guys a
Andy,
lot.
it was Andy.
No, but he would say Brett and Andy. No, that's not true. Why are we doing this? What the fuck?
But okay.
No, you know what? I want to hear it. Who else on the Mount Rushmore of Boston producers? Go. Brett Erickson, VB. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't want to. Am I allowed to mention myself or not? I don't know.
No, certainly.
Okay, no.
Nobody put you on that list. Colleen, no. Would you put Ken, Larry, and Chris Curtis on our show when we were cooking?
Yes.
Okay, those two.
Actually, I would put Curtis on there.
There you go. Dave, anybody? This is the job you dreamed about as a kid. Do you have anybody in your list?
Mount Rushmore producers.
Dave, did you ever work with Sandy?
Partially.
Huge talent.
Was not a fan.
Steve Robinson? You want to put Steve Robinson on the list?
I don't think
Not
so.
for, I wouldn't say
Oh,
for
you're not a
Boston
Steve fan.
radio.
I love Steve. I think Dave is much better for this show, obviously, than Steve.
No, but
This is a Boston radio.
No, but for Boston radio, I don't know, because I still think Howie. Like, I don't think a lot of people knew Steve like they knew Andy or Brett.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Chach? Just put him on. It'll make him so happy.
Chach definitely.
Fortunately, he'll tweet at the shit. Tweet at me.
Chach,
Try
gotta
and-
put Chach up there.
Chach texted me. He has my number because I ran into him, sadly. He texted me like, he's the old producer of John and Jerry show. People are fucking crazy. Let me see this.
By the way, Chach married to Pam Taylor, Winchester, class of 1991.
That is true. I love Chach. This is Chach texting me August 18th. What do you know about Barstool getting one of the 3 gambling licenses in Massachusetts?
What?
Asking me this. I said, as much as you, zilch. They said, okay, let me know if you find out more. Oh, you bet.
I mean,
You
first
know,
of all,
I like to go to jail, A, and B, what?
well, it is a lock.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get it, but
Yeah,
like,
because they have a retail.
what am I going to, hey, they have a license.
Yeah,
It's pretty public, I think.
yeah.
Oh, these people, leave me
Maybe he's
alone.
working something.
I like Chach, but good God.
Is he he's still doing stuff with Meter for BC?
How the hell do I know? I don't know.
Meter's such a great guy.
It's the greatest guy.
The off-air Meter is a funny bastard.
What do you mean, the on-air one is not? The on-air one is not, you're saying?
He's more straight-laced when he's on because he's
Yes.
being safe.
Didn't you go to lunch with him?
I wasn't able to do that day. Yeah.
Got
It was busy. Case stuff. You know how it is.
I gotcha.
No, but we talk. We catch up. We talk 2 or 3 times. I always love talking to him. He's a great guy. Great guy. What else, Dave?
Woody Allen retiring, by the way. You see that?
I felt like that was a forced retirement.
Yeah, he's got one more movie, right?
Yeah, but no one's not gonna get. He's like 80. What? 87?
He's pretty old. Yep.
Yeah.
Is he still married to Sunyi?
Yes. She's very attracted to him, right? When he walks in a room, his presence just takes over.
So the origins of that relationship are problematic.
You think so?
Yeah,
you think so?
I would.
Yes.
I think at the time I thought like I didn't see the problem, but now having kids,
It's a little tough.
yeah.
Let's just say that like your lovely bride now had these kids and you married her and she had these kids. And then a couple of years later, the 12-year-old now, you break up with her with Alice and you end up dating her.
Yeah.
That feels a little weird, no? Having kids and like, But he's been with her for like 30 years. Yeah. Like that was like early 90s. Like 92. And Mia Farrow's a nut too, but I mean, it's still, the whole thing is fucking crazy. But yeah, Woody Allen is done.
Dunzo.
Done.
Do you see that tweet I
Hey,
put
but
out?
let me ask you. Oh, sorry, Dave. Go ahead. Sure, Dave. I don't want any problem, Dave.
Go ahead, Tom. You're a guest.
Yeah, please.
Were you? What do you think of like the Woody Allen's movies generally? Are you?
I'm a fan of some of them. I like Some of the early ones I like Take Them on the Run. I like Bananas. I like Annie Hall. I like Crimes and Misdemeanors. No, I like 7 or 8 of his movies a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he was a great filmmaker and a great writer. But as he got older, less. So.
I mean, he was also he's in his movies. He's always the same guy. Obviously, hugely insecure, neurotic guy. He's always reeling in these women who really wouldn't be anywhere near him.
I always found him in a weird way. The filmmaker and actor I compared him the most to, oddly, was Clint Eastwood because they both played the same character, but completely different. Like, you know what I mean? Like Clint Eastwood always played the same guy. Nobody loves Clint Eastwood more than me.
Yep.
But he always played the same guy. And he directed a lot of them and produced a lot of them, was very smart about the business. They both had similar, Clint was way more successful. But I mean, you watch like a movie like Manhattan now, which is like a great movie. But the one of the subplots of Manhattan is Woody Allen, who I think was 44 at the time, was dating Mariel Hemingway, who was in high school in the movie. The character was in high school in the movie. Like you're back then, it was like, it was weird. It was bizarre, but a great filmmaker, I think. But yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Did you see that tweet I put out there about Clay Travis?
They scrubbed audio or something?
So they went on this whole spiel about how the Tampa Bay Lightning were apparently they just switched affiliates. And they were trying to say that they switched because Clay Travis and Buck were on the station
on their radio
station. Yeah, so they just went on this tirade saying they're going to make the Tampa Bay Lightning's life a living hell.
Because those guys are so edgy?
Because they're so edgy.
No one is listening to them, right?
They all have you think otherwise. I mean, they do have 400 affiliates. But
I understand, but
not because of them. They're not listening
they're all
because of
Russia's. That's Russia's show, right?
Well, but Bongino has some of those too.
Right, but I'm saying that's where, nobody's listening to that program, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Nobody's listening by choice. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's by default. He has 400 affiliates because Rush worked his ass off for however many years.
But if you're driving around wherever, it's on.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why are you laughing over there?
Because remember Jerry was mad at us, Dave, for saying something bad about...
Clay Travis, yeah.
Oh, Jerry was so hyper-focused on Clay Travis.
And Buck.
Yes. Oh, he loves Buck.
He's a veteran. Yeah.
But what would you have done? What would you have done if they deleted the audio? So they're talking all edgy, and then they won't post it on their podcast
because they're pussies. I mean, I've said this before. Clay Travis is a phony. He doesn't give a shit about politics. It's a fucking gig.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, it's worked out for him. Congratulations, but it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, he's welcome to come on here and talk. He won't. I went on the show once at the
the Super Bowl. You've said,
yeah, he was very nice to me and everything, and he was like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan," all that bullshit. But like, he's a zero. Buck Sexton's a zero.
Buck's the worst.
I mean, great. Thank you. I'm thanking for service, of course, but he's a veteran.
But what are they doing having two guys there just trumpet the same thing? It's not. There's not going to be any friction between them. There's not going to be. There's no drama. There's no reason to.
Tom, that's your business.
That's my competition, as a matter of fact.
How about you and Tom Feinberg? That 1 hour you do a week, Todd. Yeah, I bet that's real contentious.
A lot of disagreement.
I bet it's really wild when you guys
disagree. I mean, it's not really a yelling thing, but I do. By the way, I stole from you, Kirk. I stole something from your canon of tools. I also ban people from listening.
Oh, good. Seems like it's working.
It is.
It's very successful. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It's worked for me. Why is this? Who are you banning from listening?
I just some callers who are, when they tell me to how to do the show.
Yeah, fuck off. Tell them to fuck off. I mean, in your own way.
But I liked what you were doing when you were telling people to not stop listening. You can't listen to this channel anymore.
Yeah.
That's so something counter to when any program director would ever want to hear you say.
Drove your old friend Jason Wolf crazy.
I can imagine.
Every program director, because they're all stupid. Yeah. And I'd be like, do you really think that somebody, if they like the shows and be like, oh, this guy who's clearly crazy is fucking around, and like I'm going to listen to him, and like they're so dumb. They're so but it's driven by fear.
It's such a respect for the listener kind of thing to say, though.
Sure,
it shows that you're willing
like this all the time. If you don't like the podcast, fucking go away, leave. I don't care.
But but you're just talking about program directors. I mean, why would they dampen somebody who's out there lighting fires?
Because they're afraid. They wake up every day knowing, like a baseball manager, they're going to get fired one day, and they're trying to stay out of trouble as much as possible to get to the next day. These are not creative people. These are failed. On-air guys A or like graduated producers B. There's no vision. They're all stupid. Like, I'm sure your program director's an idiot.
She's awesome.
I'm sure she's a shithead.
It's very hands off there. Very hands off. Yeah, and I was worried that it wouldn't be. I was worried that they're going to shut down.
What did she say to you?
Not the only thing that direction I ever got was to stop mentioning NPR.
Why?
By name.
Because they're going to go over there?
Correct.
So fucking stupid. Do you tell her she's a fucking idiot?
She's not. She is great.
Do you believe that?
I don't.
You just did this whole thing about until people stop listening, and now you're like, oh, you followed this piece of direction from this idiot?
She's not an idiot.
They say this all the time to me, too. Like, you don't say Felger's name. I'm like, how fucking insulting is that? They're doing a 20 share. I was on TV with the guy last night. Like, our guys across the street. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're right about that.
It'd be like if I didn't say, I don't know, who fucking... Dan Katz, I don't even know. I don't think of anybody in this business as a competition. Who?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no show like this.
KFC is kind of like
But
this.
we work at the same company. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever. Whoever. Fucking Joe Rogan. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb.
It is. And I actually heard...
You better say NPR tomorrow.
No. I will say government radio. I get away with everything else I want. I'm allowed to ban people using
Who
the
is this
Minahan.
program director?
I don't recall.
We're going to find out.
They really shouldn't care because isn't your station all local the whole day?
Yeah.
Like that's good. Like that's
It's local all day.
Yeah.
Who's the afternoon drive guy?
Todd Feinberg. Do you remember him?
No. Yes. He was at RKO, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He stinks.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure
He's a nice guy.
I'm sure he's fine.
No,
Who cares if he's a nice guy?
Did you ever listen to like the 80s to like Brudnoy?
Like in the early 90s, I did.
Early 90s?
Yeah. That was very sad. He was a very talented guy.
Brilliant guy. He was a guy who went places, took chances.
Oh, for sure.
And for an intellectual guy, he was an intellectual guy. He was a gay guy who then later had AIDS. Mm-hmm. But I mean, he would deconstruct rap music as
Very
being
smart guy.
As being like the music for Neanderthals. I think he was right on the
I don't
edge.
agree with that, Dave.
No.
You're a rap music guy, aren't you?
Minor a little bit.
You know who was communicating with a lot before he died, oddly, on messages was Jay Severin.
Were you really?
Yeah, we
You
kind
were?
of we kind of struck up like a thing.
A little bond.
Yeah.
He's wacko, right?
You didn't like
He was
him?
awesome. I love
Very
working with him.
talented.
Nice guy, but like out to lunch.
Crazy. Like, he said some
Yeah.
stupid things, but he owned them.
He said he slept with interns. What's wrong with that?
Well, there's a power dynamic there. I would say. I mean,
Well, first of all, it was when he was doing campaign stuff, and it was like in the 70s.
Yeah, but still, stupid though. Stupid. But like he owned it. But that's my point. Is he owned it, and he was like thought things out. And by the way, he's one of the people who would actually occasionally have an opposite way of thinking. He'd say, "Well, I don't agree with the George W. Bush, or I don't agree with whoever." And he was really smart. And we started talking, and then he didn't talk for a while, and then he died. I was like, "Oh, that stinks." But that was like,
Man, they put the screws to him before.
oh, he was fucked at that
The
point.
management just absolutely freaking made his life
And then he
terrible.
just went away. Like, he just went
Well,
away.
yeah, he
And
went to the Blaze briefly.
And he tried like a podcast thing, it didn't work, and
He was so fun to work
Oh
with.
yeah,
I
right.
never
He went
thought
to the
would be.
Blaze. He was
Yeah.
going back for a while.
because he was a TKK when it was
When it was good for a flash in the pan.
afternoons. I mean, well, they had Mike Barnacle on middays, but you know.
Yeah, Barnacle. Yeah, when I was there with Graham, and for a flash, we did great. We actually beat Dale and Holly with one book, which might seem like a small thing to you.
Congratulations! Wow.
But for us, it
No,
was
that's big, and then there's no FM
no,
talk
it's
now except for sports, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
NPR and GBH.
Shh, no. Government.
sorry
radio.
about that.
Don't-
Yeah,
just
sorry about that.
cut that out, please. Cut that out of the broadcast. It's only, I don't want to talk about it. What else going on?
Nothing crazy.
No?
Yeah, nothing exciting. Your mini golf thing, you weren't even in the second episode whatsoever.
Is that fucking unbelievable
Is
or
it
what?
crazy? I know.
I mean, but there are a lot of people who are not. I think they focus
Yeah,
on
but
more
you're
on-
in the hunt. Like you're.
Yeah, my second round's a real good round. But it seemed like they were very focused on Dave's attempt to make the cut.
Yep.
And he was pathetic.
He was pretty bad.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You see him damaging the greens?
I did. That
We
was.
talked about this the other day. I mean, look, I understand it's close to Dave's house and he set up the course, but this is a Mickey Mouse event. Like, not event, but the course is not. That's not a championship course.
They just threw lobsters on the ground.
Yeah, it's got that grass and it's just not. It's not Tapers.
Yeah. Okay.
Not Tapers. Just not.
Have you seen the Barstool show that's them doing a podcast on a fishing boat? Have you seen this, Dave?
No.
Is that Wonton? Is that Dawn?
Are you talking about Barstool Outdoors?
I guess so. I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe.
There was,
What's her name?
There is a girl in it.
Wells.
Yeah, Sydney Wells.
Sydney Wells.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. What about it?
I don't know what you thought of it. I thought it's either
That's your thought about it?
extremely stupid to be doing that because,
Well, why not?
well, I mean, I don't know. Are they fishing or?
The hell do I know? I haven't watched
You
it.
think it's
Neither-
extremely stupid for an outdoor show to be filming on a boat?
Well,
What do you want to film?
they've got audio hookups. It's the real thing. They've got booms and everything like that.
What do you think
What is your
Steve Irwin
point?
did?
What is your
How did he
point?
make a career?
Do you not want them to have mics for the show?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it just seems. Are you fishing or
It's
are
a
we?
show. What do you want me to know?
Why does it have to be on a boat?
It's an outdoor show.
Shouldn't be in a boat.
Why not?
I mean, it's unsteady. The boat is unsteady. It's moving all around.
So
What
is
if you-
Jaws. You ever
what
watch
if you-
Jaws? A great movie. The fucking boat's
They
moving all
don't
the time.
broadcast during Jaws.
There's mics. Spielberg has mics in that movie, I believe.
Well, the characters aren't using them. They're battling the shark, the fish.
What's that, Dave?
Just a wild brain.
I
Just
don't
a
even
wild brain.
I don't even understand. What do you? What?
I'd like to ask you about
Oh Christ! Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
ask you.
Fire away.
when you were doing. You got out of high school and you went to college, right? Then you went. Did you went to the?
I went to LA. Yeah, failed.
Okay, failed.
Yeah.
I did too. You know.
Yeah.
Right out of high school.
I know that. Yeah.
And then you
To this day, honestly.
Yeah.
All right.
How did you get into baseball cards?
Whatchamacallit? Craigslist ad.
Really?
Yeah. They were looking for editors. It's people with writing experience. And I was like, shit, I'll do it. And it was right by where I lived. And I went up and interviewed the guy, Roger Fernandez, his name was my manager. Interview with him. And he was like, yeah, we'll give it a shot. And I did it. And I mean, it was.
What were you doing before that?
I was tutoring a bunch of kids, English.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it was, I was making no money. At Upper Deck, I made like no money. But then I knew Rob. I've known Rob for years. And he said, he just got the job as the head of EI.com. He's like, you want to do some editing there? And I was like, I was living in California. I did both at the same time. I was like, sure.
By the way, I saw your byline in Lowell Sun articles a couple years ago.
Yeah, Rob was the editor there.
Oh, that's how that happened.
Yeah.
I was thinking of running them, but they're about TO and shit, so we
it's all
couldn't. It's like,
boring
man,
shit.
just whore this guy out.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, figures. And then early 2010, Rob was like, if you want a full-time job,
So did you feel when you were working for baseball with the baseball card stuff?
Yeah.
Did you feel? I mean, you come from the nice part of town where a bunch of people are in finance. Isn't Andy? What's we call
Lenny
it?
Nolan?
Yeah, Lenny Nolan's brother.
No, he does. He's in charge of the books for the company he works for. So I suppose he's in finance. Yeah.
Right. But did you feel like you were underachieving at all, or did you not?
Yeah, I kind of felt like I felt like I was sort of not driftless, but I kind of felt like it was not really happening. Like I knew I was not better than that because those were great guys. I mean, like if the money had been a little better and like I didn't have kids, I was a single guy, I could have happily done that for 20 years. Like it's a good job. It was a good job to have if you had no motivation.
Were you super motivated? You were always, how when you do this, you never stop and you're always mad at
I had things. I was trying to write still, but I didn't know. Like once Rob got that job, I was kind of like, oh, this might actually be a path because the internet was getting big at that. It was like 08, 09. And everywhere, remember Dave, everyone in Boston had a site like NBC Sport. Remember everyone popped ESPN Boston. Yep. So I was like, oh, maybe I could do writing there. And first I had to be an editor but then like I did some writing because Rob was, you can write if you want. And people reacted to it. And then he's like, when I moved back, they're like, we'll put you on the air a little bit in the weekends. So I did some weekend stuff and then it worked out. It's a bit crazy. I mean, it's a fluke. There was
no, if I don't make it by the time I'm whatever, I want to be a radio guy.
No, I had no desire. I never thought I was going to be a radio guy.
And you wrote screenplays?
Yeah.
Were they shitty screenplays?
No, they're pretty good, but you can write a good one that's not. You know, you can write a shitty one. But they weren't like, put it this way, there's no reason for them to be made. The world of cinema is fine without them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was not, I was not old. I was not young when I started radio. I started doing radio in 2009. I was 35.
Yeah.
Which I think helped. Because you hear these guys on the radio now in their 20s, they don't fucking know which way is up.
Did you find that a lot of people in the programming department were resentful? That you suddenly got in, started getting airtime?
For sure. Oh, for sure.
Who were the biggest assholes?
Andy Gresh was a huge. He was the other place. He was a huge asshole. I'd see him at TV. He was one of these guys. He would tell other people.
Lost a lot of weight.
Yeah,
me.
that's true. Yeah. But he would tell people like, "Oh, he didn't pay his dues," and it's like, well,
Jesus
Christ!
Like,
you suck. I'm good. Like, you've sucked at a bunch of places. Like, great. Like, it's so. But not within the building. Not really. No. Oh, honestly, like 90% of the on-air people have always been good. 10% of them are assholes. But that's the way it is everywhere, I think.
Yeah, there was nobody at WEI.com back then particularly good on the radio who wasn't already on the
certainly
radio.
not. Yeah. No. That helped me a lot too. And I would do anything. Like back then.
Spear,
yeah, he stunk. Great guy. Stinks.
Trags,
great guy.
But didn't even do it.
Didn't do it. No. Like they had Paul Flannery, the basketball. He was okay, but they didn't use him much. Chris Price stunk.
Yep. It was almost necessary.
DJ Bean stunk. Yeah. Not even necessary.
Didn't you do like Hot Stove? You did like a hot
I hosted
stove
for 1 year with Rob.
Yeah.
I hosted that. It was like Thursday nights. And then like back then if they were like, half hour notice, like, oh, Mikey need you in at 9 o'clock.
You go.
Boom. Saturdays, I remember there was a blizzard like 2.5 feet one day. My dad and I shoveled the driveway. And I flew in there to get, and I got there in time to host 2 to 5 in the blizzard by yourself. Again, I only did it for a couple of years. The guys were still doing it, but you got to say yes to everything. And that's why I don't kill people when, But I feel bad when I hear guys like this Brian Barry who stinks. I almost feel bad because that could have been me. I guess. I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what. Nardini off the WWE board.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know nothing about it. I didn't know that was. I saw. Didn't Glass-Steagall break that?
I don't know if he broke it. I saw it in front office or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's. I mean, that has to be related, right?
If I were her, I would have left.
Yeah,
But they claim it's because Penn bought the entire company.
Maybe that's what she said, right?
Yeah.
I don't. I have no way of knowing.
Also depends on like what the responsibilities of being on that board were. I can't imagine it was that much.
You go to a couple of meetings a year and do. I would think. I don't know. I actually thought she might move up in that company. Like I actually thought there was knowing nothing. I thought she was going to leave and go.
Them.
Yeah, but she probably stands to make a lot of money, right? I would think with us.
Has to be. Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Yeah.
Is there officially going to be a Massachusetts office opening? Barstool office?
I don't know.
They were saying
probably
the Milton, that they looked at the building a few months ago.
Oh, really? I did see that.
They sold them 2 years ago.
There'll be some presence here, I would think, right?
They have to. Yeah.
But I mean, they'll come in for stuff, right? Like I don't think anybody's going to be here permanently. No. Who?
Why wouldn't it?
Well, don't you think Dave would rather be here than
in Miami?
No. He'll be in Miami when he normally would be in Miami, but when he's going to come here, like.
But the headquarters of the company will still be in New York.
Well, you can't have an office in Nantucket and call it a Boston office.
No, there'll probably be some place.
But don't you think he'd rather when he's done with Miami and he's
casino maybe no? For like games and shit.
Well, that's in Foxborough. I don't think they want to go Plainville or wherever it is.
But what are you gonna have a place in like the city?
I think so. Probably like a smaller
shoot
Barstool Chicago type office.
No, I will never be in that office.
I would think so.
I hate Boston.
What if they ask you to
Yes,
move it here?
No. What'd you say?
Yes, you would. Not move.
Go to Boston, do the show every day? No fucking
Not
chance.
move, but you
I
would say
quit.
yes to everything they asked.
Well, there's no office
one-offs
space available
randomly.
anyway, Kirk.
That's true. It's a
There's
good point.
nothing available.
That's true.
So-
What's that, Dave?
You would say yes to anything they asked you just to
Well,
go
sure,
off
like I
for a
would.
one-off. Yeah.
Like I would now. Yeah, but I would never go in every day into the city.
No,
fucking. I would quit. I'd say thank you. You guys have been great.
Yep.
I'm not driving into Boston.
Yeah.
No fucking way. No chance. There's no chance.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we did it today to go to Fenway, and it
No, weekend it stinks.
yeah, it's I forgot it since I've moved up to the country now. I forgot how pissed off you need to be to drive effectively
Stinks.
in the city.
Fucking stinks. I hate it. I hate the city. I hate cities. I'm dreading going. I can't believe I'm agreeing to go to New York. I'm so dumb. By the way, what happened to Jeff Lowe's dad today? The Browns blew that lead against the Jets. Did you see that?
I did see
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Was his dad taking a fucking nap in the fourth quarter?
Oh, God, that's awful.
What? You said that's why they won?
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus.
Got to hold them accountable when they lose.
Oh, my God.
What'd they do? I didn't watch the end of that game, but it seemed like they came back.
Well, there's other shows that'll cover that, Dave. Don't worry about it. We fucking cover a football
I think
game.
it was when I saw it was like a minute and a half left, and it was like a blowout. I thought.
It was not a blowout. A minute and a half left.
What? Couple touchdowns?
Was it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I don't. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know. But part of my take will cover that all tomorrow.
Sure.
We're all here together. What else?
That's all.
Does Barstool want to be a bigger part of your show in Maine? I mean, everybody was cheering about this the last one.
No, they don't care about us. It's perfect for me. It's a perfect relationship. They leave me alone, and they're great. They're fantastic. What are they going to do in Maine?
I don't know. Sell merch? I don't know. Something.
We have merch. We'll sell it.
there.
We'll have merch
They're
there.
gonna bring more this time.
But I
Jesus,
mean, I
sold
just
out
don't
fast.
see why they wouldn't send like
They sell it
reinforcement
all
support staff,
No,
etc.
it was all gone. Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's nice. I mean, merch stinks, but
We'll have some new merch for that event.
we will.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody tweeted me just tonight. The same thing as always. Only one thing available on the
They
site.
cleared out our store, like all
Fine.
of our basic stuff.
I don't care. People who are annoyed about it, I have no answer for you. I get tweets about it occasionally. I don't know a thing about merch. I don't know anything.
Do you have that box of the T-shirts with Portnoy's dead dog?
Do we still, Dave, or no?
No, we gave it out at the Wilbur.
Oh, yeah.
Did you really?
I can't believe you're asking on the show for free shit.
No, I was interested in that. I thought that would be that was such a great idea. What a great idea.
It was a great Steve moment. Dave Portnoy was really upset about that. That's the only time he's really, huh?
That's wild that he would be upset about
Well,
something.
but I
like
mean,
that.
he's Portnoy. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
But speaking of Portnoy.
Go ahead.
So
Yeah,
one of
go ahead.
these, one of this is with
These
this.
transitions are just
Incredible. This guy hosts
So
a
this
show.
girl, one of the ladies who was upset at him, who was written about,
Yeah, Business Insider
flew in from California, and she flew in from California.
to Nantucket.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Within an hour, she was servicing Dave,
Okay.
and she said that she felt humiliated by the whole thing because he was mean.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you feel humiliated telling a reporter that you flew across the country to start servicing somebody?
Last November, this story came out, Dave?
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
I know, but you mentioned
It's
Portnoy.
a year ago. Okay, what do you...
But
okay.
you missed that point. It was an excellent take, and you didn't have it. You missed
10
it.
months ago?
The low-hanging fruit was right there.
I think I was
You
off.
had no
I think I
producer,
was
so
off.
he didn't find
I
it.
think I was off for a month at that time. I wasn't even around when
You
the
know
story
what?
came out. I don't think I was.
You actually weren't. I remember that.
Okay, well, sure. I will reread the story, Tom. If you're right, I will certainly credit you.
I'd like to submit a take, if you don't mind.
Anything else? Anything else from 10 months ago you want to cover?
No, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, one thing.
Anything you'd like, go ahead.
Yeah. The one thing that Steve said that's, you know how he said thrice weekly, and that's odd.
The podcast is thrice weekly, yes.
Right.
Yeah. I think it was the title of the episode, right there?
It was.
Yeah.
Steve also said 3 years ago, you were talking about Beavis and Butthead,
I don't remember.
and he said, oh, it was one of them. Which one is the brunette?
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's a Steve thing to say.
Holy shit.
He is a very odd guy. He's a very odd guy. He is so into this season one.
Oh, it's everything he tweets about.
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
not true. That
What?
month is
Oh,
very
yeah,
good.
he did
Oh,
go
yeah,
on a
well, the
publicity
mic is-
tour.
yeah.
But they should have, you guys should have been
Oh,
shopped all over the place, by
and
the way.
Chaps.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Oh, Chaps had Beto on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That must have been such a suck fest.
Oh, it
Can
was.
you believe?
I listened to part of it.
How bad was it?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Is he going to run in 2020? Is he going to win or he's going to lose, right? Beto O'Rourke, or is he going to win?
He's going to lose.
He's going to lose?
Yeah.
Definitely lose? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Lock.
Dr. Oz is going to lose?
He could win.
Okay.
He could win. I mean, everybody hates him and thinks he's a fraud. And he's also another hair dye guy who bothers the hell out
But
of me.
both those candidates stink.
Yeah.
They stink. Like
Yes.
I'll give you that at least. Like sometimes I know like Herschel Walker's a terrible candidate.
I love him.
You do?
I'm the only one who took him repeatedly on Radio Row where you guys passed him
Oh,
up.
I mean, he's
Had him on 43 times.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Jesus, he's terrible.
I love him.
candidate.
Good
That's the
guy.
problem. That's the problem when like Trump works is you have these like it's like when they made bad Tarantino movies after Pulp Fiction by other directors. Like when Trump works, other celebrities think it's going to work and nobody else is like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dr. Oz is a zero. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I know the other guys they're going to debate him and the other guy's going to struggle to speak but he's going to lose. Like I saw a poll, he was down 10 points the other day.
Freaking crudité commercial. I mean, what are you
Yeah, it's not good.
thinking?
Not good. Not good. What do you think of that, Dave?
It's exciting.
You're probably
you know-
Dr. Oz guy, no?
Originally I was, but then he got a little too big for his britches. Like
He did? What happened?
He became better than some of the other guys that came before him on the Oprah show.
Like Dr. Phil?
Like Dr. Phil?
Yeah, like he felt like he came off bigger. Like he thought he was bigger than
Dr. Phil's
Like,
wife,
settle
I
down.
think, has had more plastic surgery, I think,
really?
than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Another big Republican. It's funny, Oprah
Phil?
bringing these Republicans. Yeah.
It's weird. Guys have $300 million while they keep their money. It's very strange.
I get it, but
Great
Oprah,
appearance by Dr. Phil in that Manti Teo doc there. Great appearance.
Oh.
Can I say that documentary stunk?
It was great. It was,
Oh,
it was
it was
well
for
done.
idiots like you.
It was well done.
Stupid. It was dumb.
I just forgot about that story. Like, and it was good.
Jerry was so obsessed with that story because I remember doing it, and was it the? Oh, then people thought Manti Teo was gay, right? Wasn't
Yes.
that that was such a. Jerry's like, he's not going to be able to walk into a locker room. He was so worked up. Yeah. And who was it? And he was like, it'll be tougher than Jackie Robinson. He was saying all these things. He lost his mind.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway,
Hey, one other question, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I'm watching. I do have Amazon. We don't have Netflix.
You just mentioned you like the Amazon.
My
thing.
wife canceled Netflix because of the Cuties show with the
Good.
girls, so that's gone.
Netflix never recovered.
Nope. But I watched.
That was weird. They did that though. That is
Yeah.
very fucking strange. But go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm with her on
I
that.
watched a documentary.
We'll ask her
about-
when she's on. But you've booked Alice already, right?
Already done.
She's not
Yep.
up.
Oh,
I
she's-
watched a documentary on Hunter S. Thompson.
I saw it. I haven't watched it yet. I've read some books. I've read some of his books and books about him.
Okay,
so.
are they brilliant?
The books about him?
The books that he's written.
I like the
Fear
book.
and Loathing or
I
whatever.
like the book that he did covering the 72 presidential election.
The McGovern thing.
Yeah, I like that book. I like it. It's very well written. He's too, he's scatterbrained.
Okay.
So it's like you're going on this journey where sometimes it's like reading Bukowski, where it's like sometimes it
Yeah.
clicks and sometimes you're just in this fucking sea of nothingness for like 40 pages. But when he's good, he was very good. But then he became one of these guys who like was defined by his image.
Yes.
Like he had to be that. And it's like, well, you're a good writer.
It's the Elvis
the guns,
for reporters
yeah,
too,
and the
you
guns and the drugs. And
You can always tell reporters who, and now podcasters who are influenced to want to be him. They're badasses.
Yeah. They're not afraid of
But-
it. Yeah.
So
Very talented though.
Yeah, he seems like a total asshole.
Yeah, I think he was.
I mean, not a
He killed himself, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
not a bit of charm or
No.
humor. Like
No.
Bukowski, at least his quotes are. I mean,
great
he's-
writer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't read it
and
in
actually,
forever.
he
but yeah.
lived to be really old. Did he kill himself too?
I don't remember. I think he was not as old as you. Well, how
No,
old
he
is
was in his 80s, I think.
That's a long run for him. You're a big
Yeah.
Bukowski guy, right, Dave?
Oh, I love him.
You know who he is?
Nope.
Hunter S. Thompson, you know who that is?
I do. Fear and
that?
Loathing.
There you go. Well, he said that, but yeah.
Did he say that?
Have you ever read any of his books?
Nope.
What's the last book you read?
The last book I read, I think we talked about it
Beautiful
on this
honesty
show,
right here. Ready? Go ahead.
is that book about the nightclub Station Fire.
Oh, that was a good book.
that you told me to read.
That was a very good book.
So I haven't read one.
That was
since.
an
I
excellent
get nervous that you
I
read
read
so many
part
books.
of. I've read part of
Nervous?
the
Why
book.
nervous?
Like, what are you doing? I mean, don't you have something better to do? Isn't there some carpe diem in you that you want to go?
I love reading. It's my favorite
So
hobby.
do you cuddle up with a book and go to
Yes.
sleep and drift off?
Yeah.
You're insanely judgmental of other people.
You judge me for reading books?
I worry
So
about
I'm
you
not
reading
watching
too many.
Top Gun on a plane. Why don't you read a fucking book?
Usually, before the planes had movies, that's where I would read
What
books.
book are you reading? Ann Coulter now? What are you fucking
That
reading?
is the last book I read
I believe
on
it.
the plane.
I believe it. I
That is-
believe
but
it.
it was probably about 20 years ago. I haven't read it, but like six
You don't
books
read
ago.
books?
6 books ago for me
You're a
was
smart
like Judy
guy.
Blume. I read the articles in newspapers and things like that. I don't. Well,
So do I. You can do both.
I don't want to read nonfiction. I mean, fiction. You know,
Why?
I don't want to escape to somebody's fantasy.
Why? It's great.
Because I like straight knowledge out there. I'm
I
in the
do
real
both.
world. I'm
I
enjoying
do
the real
both.
world.
I do both.
don't
I read 3. What's that, Dave?
I just.
What?
He's just an interesting character.
He's
Like,
nuts.
He's off his rocker tonight.
Fucking nuts.
I know. I can't
I am
decide.
not.
I do about 4 nonfiction, 1 fiction. Actually, right now I'm reading the new Stephen King book. Because don't worry about his. Why do you care? It's because of his politics.
No, I just
Yes,
don't. What are you
that's
reading about? What are you reading about the fucking crazy sewer clown? Who cares about it?
It's not
fake.
that. It's actually not that kind of book. But he's a great writer. Every like 7 or 8 years, he cranks out like a really good book. And this is actually one of them. I think so far I'm halfway through it. I don't read them all the time, but like
You know. Go
the
ahead.
11/22/63 book he wrote 10 years ago is a fucking great book. And his book about writing on writing is the best book about writing I've ever read. Ever.
Dave, do you know what the 11/22/63 book was about?
Never heard of it, but if he says it's good, I trust it.
What's it about?
11/22 what?
63.
Beats me.
Fantastic.
Think it is.
I have no idea.
That's when Kennedy was killed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah. It's
11/22/63.
November 22nd,
Yeah.
1963.
Yep. There you go.
Great day. But his brother was a murderer.
Oh yeah, I remember Jerry scaring the shit out of Jeff Jacoby one time when we had him at RKO,
Yeah.
and Jerry saw him. He said, "You should be back at the Herald." And then and he said, "What are you going to talk about?" And, you know, Jacoby's very bookish.
Yes,
You know.
yeah.
And he said, "Well, I think we're going to talk a little bit about Ted Kennedy." And he said, "The father was banging her."
He just took the daughter's brain out.
Scum.
Jeff Jacoby.
Jeff
Real
Jacoby.
nice guy.
Great guy.
Huge talent.
He is.
Huge. Oh,
One of the nicest guys. Definitely the only.
How was he on the air, Dave?
First of all,
No, he's pretty
not good. But he was
That's
the
not
only.
true.
He's the only person I remember being a nice human being.
I've been told he's
at
very nice.
the Boston Globe.
Oh, no, I've been told he's very. Oh, that's not true.
Well,
Alex
he's a
Spears is a
former-
wonderful guy.
Former Herald guy.
that I interacted with when I worked in that building.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I hate to say because I was blasphemous. Chris Gasper has always been very nice to me.
That's nice.
Very nice. I'm just being honest here. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you one. Brian McGrory. Not a bad guy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Uh,
Hang out with your daughter,
First of all, Hillary, whatever his name was
Sergeant.
She was she graduated college, right?
She was an intern at the paper.
Well, I understand that
he
you
was in
can't.
charge of the. I mean, that seems like a power
I
dynamic.
understand. Yes, okay, I understand that.
And they swept that really like their internal investigation into that was not great.
No.
Not great. And they fucking brought Cullen back. The guy,
Yeah,
the guy
that is-
brought Kevin Cullen back. So, like whatever you want to say, like Kevin Cullen is writing works of nonfiction for that newspaper.
He's got to be like an awesome guy. That's what got to be it. That's got to be
Cullen?
why they brought him back.
No,
Did you
they
see
brought
the-
him back because of me.
Oh,
Yeah, if
okay.
it was anybody else, if it was the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times, they would have fired him.
You
What's
see
that?
they sent Cullen out to like different bars to see what people's reaction was.
Oh, the
to
Queen Elizabeth?
No, I think to the Martha's Vineyard thing. But he
He
didn't.
seemed very angry. I saw the headline. I didn't
Yeah,
read
but
the
he
story.
didn't like write about the reaction of people. I didn't see anything.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I
He's
just saw a
scared,
tweet
man.
that was like, "We sent Kevin Cullen to a bar."
When is she buried? Is it tomorrow? Are we finally done with this tomorrow? Please,
I
please,
think
please,
soon, yeah.
please, God, please.
Yeah.
I've had enough. I'm worn out. I'm watching the news and I'm sitting there like, it's amazing. So, Channel 7. What are you shaking your head at?
Nothing.
Channel 7 is the one all news, right?
Yes.
So they sent a woman there. I don't know. I apologize. I don't know who she is. They sent her there. She's there. She's been there for like 10 days.
That's how little TV
That's
is.
still a lot
It's so
for today. For
strict.
TV, they're sending her. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's weird.
Seems like an incredible expense for Boston.
When
like,
you could just do like a live. Oh, they don't have any affiliates though, right? Channel 7? They're not like NBC anymore.
that's right. They're
Yeah,
not.
so they would need some like global person
Just
there.
do that.
to cut
Does
to
it
or
really
something.
fucking matter? They had her literally asking people how they felt because they changed "God Save the Queen," whatever it is.
Yep.
They were asking in Britain. They were like, "Well, it's kind of weird." She was like, "Oh, okay." And it was like,
Is the money different?
But you're fucking paying this person to stay in the hotel and seems crazy to me. I don't know.
It makes more sense in radio or morning radio at least because you can like talk about the stupid shit you did in a different city that people might enjoy.
I guess.
Right?
I mean, I suppose. Yeah. What do you think? We should be there?
Yeah, we could probably.
Have you
create some
booked King Charles yet?
Have you been to London?
I have, yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's great. It's fine.
It's fine.
I hate cities. It's dirty.
You're a reader, right? You spend so much time with your precious books. I mean,
The fuck does that have to do with London?
Because London is a big
What are you,
literary
Charles
center
Dickens?
of the world.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yes.
What?
Find London more interesting and find fucking
I
Kid
don't
from
like.
Saugus less interesting.
I don't
Kirk.
like cities. I'm not a city person.
You and Carabas can read together.
I feel like the listeners of this show.
Krampus is a published author, by the way. What's the name of his book? Behind the Hat.
This hat could talk or something. It's a good title. It's a good title.
Okay, what's that?
I feel like the listeners of this show liked Shattuck
Oh, yeah,
because
I
he would
think
shit
hate-
on me a lot.
Are they going to hate him?
I think they're going to despise him.
Well, they're
after
watching
this.
it, right, or no?
Yeah. Well, Dave
Yeah,
went,
I don't look at the chat, but I don't know.
Is he getting killed?
Dave
No, I
went,
don't look at the chat, so I don't know.
Dave went evasive today. Dave played nice today and killed me with kindness. I didn't
What did he
expect.
do?
No, I like
did he
Shattuck, but he's literally.
love Shattuck.
He
What's
feels
up?
like he's like coked out today or something.
I'm not coked up.
Yeah, he's
Probably
not.
is.
Yeah.
No, I'd be down more weight, Dave. You were noticing my weight. That's
How much weight have you lost?
25 pounds.
25. How much more do you want to lose?
It's 75 pounds, 120 pounds. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, man. Well, you're
The
on
last
a,
time
you're on
that
a
I was-
program.
Yeah, I guess I'll get down to 240. How about that?
What are you at now?
320.
Are you really?
He's tall.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, how
he's-
tall are you?
Oh, tall.
6'2" and some change.
You're 3'2". You look. I would not have guessed you're
I'm
320.
I'm a fat, absolutely. But I was
So you were 350?
I was 20 whatever more pounds. than I am.
340? Holy shit, Tom.
I
You're a
was
fucking young guy.
surprised that it was that low, to be honest.
What were you eating?
Pasta.
Yeah, but like 6 pounds of it?
No, just later at night.
Like how much? Like just full.
I don't. Just pasta.
I don't believe you got the 350 pounds because you're having spaghetti. Like there must have been.
Oh no!
beer?
To be honest, yeah. But
Cookies? Like what?
no, I was just a fucking
Every fat
glutton.
person I talk to is like, yeah, it's I'm like, what are you laughing at?
No, beer and pasta are
That's
my
not a great
things.
combination. Yeah.
No, it's
what
not.
are you laughing at,
There's
Dave?
just energy around him right
But
now.
also,
Well, I think I know why he's losing weight. It's not the Awaken 180. It's Booger Sugar 360. I think. Go ahead.
but it's much easier to get fat when you have jobs that are stressful, doing a bunch of shit, to have kids. It's much easier.
Well, also
20 years ago,
right.
I weighed like 20 something, and I was a big jogger. When I was first at Intercom, I would walk there from Beacon Hill where I lived,
Right.
5 miles, and jog back every day.
Really?
Yeah. It was-
Also, we just can't eat like we did 20, 30 years.
Oh, no.
That's one thing I learned.
Oh, no.
Because I put on some weight and then dropped some. But yeah, it was
Right.
like you just can't do it.
Right.
You can't
And
do
this
it.
is why I need a shrink, because obviously,
That's one of the reasons why.
yes, and obviously, and so when life's tough, you have a few beers for pleasure, right?
Yeah.
Or like you eat,
Yeah.
for reasons, it's just ways to fight. This is classic addiction stuff. I think it is.
Sure. I think I know why.
Yeah.
It's a childhood dentist trauma.
It may be that fucker.
You need to work through it.
Yeah, I think it's buried in there deep. I think.
Yeah.
I think. How would you rate the overall Shattuck experience? I enjoyed it.
It was interesting.
What is that?
Wow.
He just has this awkward, nervous energy tonight for some
I'm not.
reason.
I
There's
don't
something
get the
about
sense
him.
he's nervous.
Okay.
You think he's nervous?
Then maybe he seems very. You accuse me of being manic. He seems very manic tonight.
I'm surprised too, because I was today at Fenway with the 4 kids was a freaking nightmare.
That stinks.
And
Yeah, you're nuts for doing that.
I won't do it again. The suite's the only way to go at Fenway. It really is.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. So tell the people out there who are watching now and will listen tomorrow. The Burn Barrel is available.
Tom Shattuck's Burn Barrel.
Is that a
podcast.
paid service or not?
You can get it. There is a Patreon offer there.
Okay.
But it is free. We usually do it 5 days a week. I'm going to go down to 3.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. And we're on locals and all that stuff. And you'll
Okay.
see us.
You making some money or no?
No. Not at
Really?
all.
Nothing?
No.
You have no subscribers?
Oh, we have subscribers, yeah.
So what's the problem? Patreon's taking like what? Why?
No, we make money on Patreon, and we make money.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We make money here and there. We just don't have like advertising, you know, the VPN people or any of that stuff.
Right.
We've pitched some of it. We just don't have time to pitch people.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And then, do I want to even promote an Odyssey show, Dave?
I wouldn't.
You don't
if I
have
were
to.
you.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's fine. So it's 11 to 2.
11 to 3.
11 to 3, I'm sorry. WTIC. Mm-hmm. Monday, Friday.
Can you imagine
Absolutely.
doing a show for 4 hours by yourself
Well, no.
from your home?
It's a weird experience because I do a show.
You take a lot of calls, I would think, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Sweating
ideally.
profusely, okay?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I was...
What's going on with you?
I think I might need a doctor.
You're dying. Are you just died right now? Just collapsed. We would just
My
leave.
wife gets $500,000 if I die.
That's the safest insurance bet of all time. Who the fuck signed that? Would you suck her into that thing?
Can you imagine? So if I die, my wife gets $500,000. If she dies, I get $500,000.
What a
It's
deal.
like a duel. Really.
I know.
Who's going to
well,
blink first?
But like, it's not. It wouldn't be a good thing for me to have $500,000. This wouldn't be.
Oh, that's true. Plus, you'd be dead. You have to raise those kids yourself.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be a shit show.
Yeah.
Why you get married again?
Yeah.
Charmer like you. It's inevitable. Well, so what we have this week, Dave? What's going on? We got Mike Wednesday,
Mike-
Thursday?
Yeah,
Is that what we're
Wednesday,
thinking?
Thursday, I believe we said.
Okay. And then what's going on? Anything new show-wise? Anything new? So Harrison's in, he's fine.
Harrison is fine.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything from Snell since
Great
the...
find on Harrison, Dave. By the way.
Ooh, so creative.
He's great at what he does. So
Is he he's happy to be back?
yes, very
Okay.
happy. Haven't heard from Snell since he wanted to do the Portland Sea Dogs idea. So
Okay.
Haven't seen a wrap up from him. Besides that, no, ticketing, we're good. We should be on schedule.
What about Polar?
What about him?
Is he going to come back to do it
I
here?
think he wants. I mean, he lives in Sweden, so he's back in
Yeah.
around Christmas. Did he say?
I think he said something along those lines.
He's welcome to come in the studio and say hi. I mean, not when we're taping the show.
No, he can stand back here.
Yeah, if he wants to, he can. Yeah, if he does charity or something, if he wants to observe the show. That's fine.
Yeah, somebody
I'm
asked
not
to do
against
that recently. Somebody asked if they could watch from behind here because they haven't. An
So
old
what-
radio friend. Yeah.
Who?
Actually, remember that guy we called? We called because for Tommy Quinlan or something like that. Adam. He wants to get back into podcast.
Why do you say remember that guy? He worked for you, Dave. It's Barry's
No,
place.
We Do you
don't
remember
know who
this
that
Kirk?
is. No, I
no.
don't
We
know
called.
who-
We like titled the episode.
Oh
after
yes, I
something
know him.
fun-
Yes.
Something funny happened. I don't
He's
remember.
a good. Seems like a good kid.
Good guy. He's getting back into the business and he wanted to come in just to like watch how we do
Interesting.
it here. Yeah.
Somebody said to me, somebody tweeted me, I think the other day, remember the time it was Mike and Steve, and I said, book me a surprise guest. I'm going to go to the bathroom, whoever you get when I come
Yes.
back. And Steve booked Zarnaev's landlord.
Really?
Was it really?
Yeah. It's because he's had his number.
Wow.
First it was going to be Trax. And then
Yes, I was gonna say. I thought it was.
it was going to be,
Trags in
that
my
was
brain, yeah.
Zarnaev's landlord. It's just some guy who couldn't
That's a good-
speak
that's a good-
English.
hey, that's a good guess.
Classic Steve.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that person here.
I just think it'd be a nice gesture for him to see the technology and how it works.
Okay, I don't. Why can't he just come in when I'm not here?
He could do that. and
Technology will still be there. Why would it? Why?
I gotta say, Kirk, he did study under Tom Shattuck over
did?
at WTK.
Adam?
Frederick.
I'm
Correct.
sure he's a wonderful guy, but
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't have to be here during live.
What
you're
the
right.
fuck do I need that for?
You're right.
Bring him in, Dave.
That's
Yeah,
true.
bring him in. Whenever I'm not here.
Okay.
All right. So tickets are on sale. Not this week. Next week.
29th.
Okay. Do you feel it's gonna be a feeding frenzy or no?
Oh yeah. You feeling the buzz already?
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Oh, I don't
Definitely.
know.
What's the venue again?
State Theater in Portland. Were you at the Wilbur or no?
It wasn't, man. But I tell you,
Why
you
not?
could-
What the fuck were you
I-
there for?
I don't know. I
Go to the
I
Red
just-
Sox game, but you won't go there. You go to the State Theater in Portland in March?
They were comp tickets to the Red Sox game.
Oh, that's true.
But let me tell you something. You could on social media that night. You could feel the energy from the.
Yeah, it
Wilbur.
was a great night. I'm gonna say, Steve. I think we're gonna top it.
Really?
I think we're gonna top it. There's no exit fours in, right?
I haven't had a formal conversation with them, but I believe they will.
I saw them
be.
tweet that they're in.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they said.
Well, I
said
talked
clear,
to one
told
of
them
the
clear a date.
girlfriends.
I know you talked to one of the girlfriends,
Yeah.
Dave. It's a shit.
Well, she was the only one I talked to.
I thought of a song you should sing.
Oh,
You know, you know what it is.
let's wrap it up, Dave. Dave, get the drums. Let's go.
You know what you'd be good at? All of My Love by Zeppelin.
That's too. That's like a little too.
It's schmaltzy, but
But it's not like ain't talking about love is like.
yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Talk about testosterone.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's fucking testosterone. That's fucking men.
Great moment.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Dave?
It was a great moment.
Thank
great
you.
moment.
Yeah.
Thank you. But that has to be organic. Like that song came organically one day. It can't be like I'm not taking requests. I'm not. It's not. I appreciate it. I'll sing it for you later if you want. But I don't think I can do that. So Burn Barrel Pod You can find it everywhere, I assume.
Absolutely.
I've been on that podcast
Yes, you have.
several times.
Multiple times.
Jerry and I had a reunion on there, essentially.
Yes, you
Shattuck
have.
got the fuck out of the way, and we just talked for 40 minutes. Good move.
I know. As
so
a matter of fact, the stats from when you and Jerry were on were so through the roof that we've had to get rid of them.
Oh,
because
because
it throws
messes up the average.
everything off.
Oh, Jerry didn't do that in August, did he? In this podcast, Dave?
He did not.
He did not. My biggest month ever. Oh, was I on that month? Shut the fuck up.
I also don't know if that's accurate.
That's all me. All these people make shit. That's okay. though.
He switched his platforms like 3 times, and you lose your data at that
Dave's
point.
jealous now because when he wasn't there, they had a big month. That's what it
Ooh.
is.
Hey, listen, resume matters. That's all.
What is? Do you talk to Jerry at all or no?
Once I'll text him.
Did you enjoy doing Jerry's show?
I loved it.
It was fun. Yeah.
It was a blast. Jerry's he's dialed right where I'd want him to be dialed.
Well,
And
laughs.
Yeah, what I did realize now that I'm doing my own show full time is that I think I stepped on him a shitload. And now that I think about it,
Really?
I think he was probably getting to something that I blurted because we're all watching the same thing.
Right,
you know,
right. It's coming echo chamber. But I actually think I know he liked working with you. I know that for sure.
He did.
But I think he likes being alone now. Like I think he's at that point in his life where he just wants to talk for like an hour.
I don't think it's that he likes it. I think he's convinced himself it's the right thing to do because that's what the other people do.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
like
the
Shapiro.
Shapiro and
Bongino. Bongino is king.
Bongino's the guy now, right?
Yep, he's king.
He's a talented guy, I guess. I don't listen to him, but he seems like he's a talented guy.
But to your point, him, Shapiro, they just go on there, they spiel, they get out.
Charlie Kirk, is that his name?
Oh yeah,
Stinks. Oh, stinks to high
that's a
heaven.
rough one. Yeah.
But they all just do the same. Howie too, I guess, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but Howie has other voices
No?
on his show.
Does he have people on with
He always
him?
says
I don't
Grace.
listen.
He always says
Yeah,
Grace.
Oh, Grace.
Yeah,
But Grace
she's
is
got
on
a
the show.
long-
But I don't-
now, right?
Yeah, she's got a long shift. She's on there for 7 hours.
No, but she's a producer that she
Fucking
talks.
crazy. Is she really?
Yeah, she'll talk.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she
That's
does
her
like
show.
an entertainment show or something. Her show's
What?
Yeah.
She does an entertainment show?
Or entertainment segment
Reporter,
on
kind of.
Howie.
In the news.
yeah.
Her show stinks, you said?
I don't like her show, but that's just me.
I've been listening
I
to
like
it.
your show.
Yeah.
She does a great job.
On her show?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Do you know, are you always surprised when she takes a
it's shocking.
opposing side? Does she differ with Howie a lot?
Shocking.
Oh no, her own show you're talking about.
Yes,
her
yeah,
own
yeah.
show I like. I think
Yeah.
it's interesting. She
Is it?
she takes it. She takes this standard conservative.
She's like a
But
member of their
she's
family
like,
almost.
but for a 30 young
No,
1-year-old,
she's done very well.
etc.
Way better than Steve would have done that spot.
And she's also not an a-hole. You know, she's a good.
No, I don't know.
person.
I met her once. She seemed nice. I don't know.
She's cool.
That's
She's-
good. Good. Well, good for them. That's fantastic. Go listen to that too. That's a competitor of yours.
She is. That's right.
Huh. You ever been on her show?
I have. Yeah.
I've never asked to go on any of these shows, by the way, Dave. Ever. Shattuck show.
Yep.
Grace show. Never.
I
Nobody
did
ever-
ask you to go to the Odyssey show.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I know.
I can't.
You made that
I'm not
clear.
like Jerry. You're a fucking loser, sellout. You know what Jerry told me the other day? He still has stock. He still has Odyssey stock.
Oh, does he?
That's fucking unbelievable. I was bitching and killing them, and he still has their fucking stock.
Yeah. Well, look how that paid off.
Good point, Dave. Milton. We haven't done Milton's yet, have you? No. When are we going? Do we know?
Not yet. Whenever you want to go, he's ready.
We got a busy few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got whenever. I don't know. Does he want us to go or no?
He does.
Okay. We'll go to Milton's right now. Miltons.com. Get all your stuff. Did you talk to Mike at all? Did you have a good weekend? Is he engaged?
Well, I think it was starting today and then going through Tuesday, I believe.
I thought it started Saturday, no?
I don't know because he was tweeting about he was tweeting about Jeff D. Lowe this morning. So yeah,
was?
I thought he said
Really?
Sunday,
Jeff
didn't he?
D. Lowe?
Yeah, he was making fun of the dad situation too,
This morning?
or this afternoon.
Really?
whenever it happened.
He was?
Yeah.
Big Mike, big balls.
Yeah, but
If it
Mike's-
wasn't for me.
Mike's got a living dad, doesn't he?
Not really. I mean, he doesn't pay. He abandoned them.
He doesn't have a license to go after somebody whose dad died. He's not in the dead dad club.
Both your parents are dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long ago?
2006 and 2012.
Okay. Yeah.
People analyzed the video. They said Mike looked extremely uncomfortable during the proposal conversation.
Really?
Yes, which means he is proposing.
No chance.
You don't think so?
He should. What's he got to lose, for God's sakes? I mean, get your life started, right?
What if
He's not ready. He's not ready.
He's not ready.
What if he doesn't want to get married?
Why not?
No, he wants to get married. But he's kind of alluded.
Aren't they
to
living
wanting
together?
to.
Yes, that's the same thing, isn't it? At this point.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Let's go.
But why? What do you care? What if they're both
They should-
happy not being married?
No, they should get married and have kids.
Why? What if they don't want to? The last thing the world needs more kids. I actually think, to be fair,
Yeah.
I think Mike is concerned that what he has can be passed on generationally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think, right, Dave?
It seems like that.
I think you said that. So I think there's legitimate reason to be concerned. If you're
I feel like an asshole.
no, that's fine. No, it's okay. But do you know Mike at all?
No.
Do you like him?
He big-timed
though?
me one. I think...
I think here we go. Another
it's like your Saugus friend.
Fucking
It's like your Saugus guy.
That Carabas story, that excuse to not like him is the fucking craziest thing I've ever heard.
He doesn't know me. Doesn't know me.
Okay,
He made that clear.
But what did Mike do?
I think Mike is... No, he just... he said he couldn't come on my podcast a couple of years ago. I think he was nervous. Yeah.
He goes on fucking what?
I know. But I think
Did he go on Montante's podcast?
He indicated that he may have been concerned that it might get him in hot water with you. It might have been a period of time where he was in hot water. But I think he is funnier than ever. I think he kicks ass.
He's great. Oh, he's great. He's great. He seems happy. So, I mean, so you want him to maybe get married and be less happy, potentially.
I would like him to get married, have kids.
But what if he's worried about this actual, like, not having his kids be blind? I mean, I could see that being a concern.
Well, sure, but I mean, is life not worth living for Mike?
Yes. I think he has said that many times. I think he would tell you that himself. Yeah, I think so. That's how I feel about it for him anyway. But he's wearing his Milton stuff probably. Go to Miltons.com or go to their stores, South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, and of course their new one at the Burlington Mall. Were you a Burlington Mall guy in high school or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Movie theater, Herman's.
Yes, the great Kim Landini worked at the legal seafood there. Remember Kim Landini?
I remember the name.
Candace Landini and Kim Landini?
Yes, Candace Landini, I know.
Yep.
Yes,
they worked at Salvi's Bakery for a while.
Oh, okay.
Kim Landini, one of the most beautiful women ever.
Really?
Ever, yes, put on this earth. Worked there.
More beautiful than Julia Gorman or whoever? Who is in Nessa now?
Meredith
Meredith
Gorman.
Gorman,
She's a stunning woman.
Okay. What?
It's like drooling over her.
No, I'm not. That's not true. I was nothing but professional with her.
Sounds like
but
it,
I'm
yeah.
saying it just happens to be a fact. Are we not allowed to have observations?
Of course.
Jesus, Dave.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry, Dave, she's not a bitch like all the women that you talk about.
Whoa.
No, we're not the ones calling people bitches. You are. That's not what we do. I've never done that. Go to Miltons.com right now. Go to Miltons. So you think, we'll be there the next couple weeks, I hope.
Okay.
But anyway, point is, go. Tell them that the show sent you there. Help us out, help you out. You look great. Help the show out. So Milton's is a store for men. So go to Milton's right now and go subscribe to the Burn Barrel podcast as well. Or go to the Patreon. BlindMike.net also as well. Dave, anything else from you?
Nope. All set.
Tom, anything else from you? Any more questions?
I did have some questions,
Go
but
ahead.
I can table them until next time if you want to.
Unless you need to leave, Dave.
No, I'm
Go
good.
ahead. We'll take a couple more questions. It's better than taking phone calls. Which I don't know.
Oh, they would have killed Shattuck.
What?
And he
Why aren't we taking phone calls?
Because
We've been there for 2.5
Five-fold.
hours. Go ahead.
You know what? No, that should be it.
Okay, good.
That should be fine. It's been more than 2 hours.
It's been more than 2 hours. You will hear. There's a good chance. Well, I don't know. Colleen probably is advocating for you being on the cutting room floor for season 2 of the case, right?
Shattuck?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
I mean,
like,
those airline stories are just don't really fit in. I don't really
yeah,
know what.
we don't need it.
Talking about Tom Cruise, I'm like, well, this doesn't have anything to do with his hair dye. I don't think Dr. Dan was a hair dye guy, though.
No.
I mean, he was
had
younger than that,
natural
but
color.
even the older pictures we've seen, I don't think so. I don't think
He
so.
looks like he would be a hair dye guy.
He
though.
does.
Yeah.
I know. He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he was. All the mothers
they
loved him.
They loved him. All right, so Tom, thank you. Dave, we'll be back Wednesday with Mike. Yep. All right, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye.